out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I'll never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why.
Hey Supine, hey PFW, what's going on, guys?
Guess you're
I'm just getting some things set up here.
fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted. You've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head. I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay
always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you, I knew this. When I'm with you, I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a dawn. Never really know just what you want. With you, I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being another monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Welcome to Monster Sports and Entertainment. Enjoy the show.
Hello! Am I drinking? How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. We're all just chilling out. Hey, Uncle Rob. How you doing, Uncle Rob? What's going on, Uncle Rob? Supine, chilling out. How you doing, Supine? PFW. Turn that down. Just a tad. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's doing well. Yo, those kids outside were just bumping, getting ready for the game. The first 2 games of this series has been absolutely insane. So I'm guessing the third one's going to be just as good. And I am really excited for it. Very, very excited for it. How's everyone doing? What's everybody been up to today? Right now we just have the music playing because the game has not started yet. But it will be starting soon. How's everybody been doing? What's going on? Just chilling? Nice. That's always good. I'm off today and tomorrow, so that's always a good time. Not having to work. Also, I put my lime juice in this, but it's not like... Was it mixed? It was better. Cheers, everybody. Today's day Sunday. Tomorrow's a holiday in the US and Canada, actually. Yes, game audio will be coming around once the game starts. Game has not started yet. What's this one? Oh, oopsies. Ah. Game will be starting shortly. There we go. Now we are all set up and ready to go. Yes, game audio soon. Very soon. I gotta find my clicker. There it is.
The red goal lights at the Saddle Dome, fully operational 2 nights ago at a wild Calgary Game 1 win. The Sea of Red hoping for more.
Yeah, Calgary won game 1. Edmonton won the second game. So it's all tied up. I don't know what song that is, so I have to pause it. Because it's probably copyright, so. Sadly, I cannot play this montage right now. But I will play it once the commentators come on. because soon they will be commentating on it. And what to expect from this game. Lots of fighting. We can expect lots and lots of fights. First 2 games was full of fights. So next they're gonna be, yeah, they're at Edmonton now. So hopefully Edmonton can win once again. Hopefully. Lots of penalties too. There's also been like lots of penalties. Last game, Edmonton was getting the most penalties, I think it was. I think Edmonton got a 4-minute last time. They got two minors. Well, Calgary got 2 minors, and then Edmonton got a power play out of it. So they got 2 minutes and 2 minutes. More likes and I will do a shot, and 15 more subs I will do a shot, or 799 super chat I'll also do a shot. Hello everybody, welcome to Monstar Sports and Entertainment. I'm your host Molly. Hi. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in. I hope everyone's doing well. I think we're going back to a commercial break here. They keep showing all these kids on the screen, and they're like hyped, like they're ready to go. That's hilarious.
And Hockey Night in Canada. Everybody looks good in their K-Days attire. We're doing something special. Yes, you do look good. This goes back to, of course, the discovery of gold in the Yukon, and everybody, 100,000 prospector would marshal up in through Edmonton, which was the inside track or back door to the Klondike. Enjoy the saloons where Elliot is the...
I would not follow him into the Klondike.
And then 50 years after Yukon got gold, black gold in Leduc, just south of Edmonton, you know, there's Leduc #1. It was an amazing discovery. And they won again in 2015. How? Connor McDavid. They won a draft lottery. So there's 3 lucky strikes connected to the capital of Alberta. Let's send it to Scott Oak in Edmonton. Scott.
All right, Ron, less than 48 hours and 300 kilometers later, the Battle of Alberta moves to Edmonton and the charged atmosphere of Rogers Place. No quarter being given in this battle. The Flames held their media availability in their hotel.
I hope y'all can hear the game okay. Let me know if you guys can hear.
After Yari Curry, until the Flames renamed it in honor of...
Hear everything okay.
18,500 here tonight, anticipating another unworldly performance by the best player in the world. Connor McDavid played game 2 as though he refused to let his team lose. The numbers attest to his dominance. 38 successful passes in the Calgary zone. That's
McDavid has been
so the Flames had no answer from McDavid on Friday night, and they entered this game with one crystal clear message, and that's to stay out of the penalty box. Keep it to
Can everybody hear him okay? Let me know.
The extra room to maneuver plays into the skill set of McDavid and some of his teammates.
Perfect.
Lineup changes. There are none for either side.
I got my water.
Both teams content to run it back.
I can't even hold it with one hand.
With a 2-1 series lead at stake. Right.
And my
Fantastic,
Corona.
Scott. And let's head right over to David Amber and Kelly Rudy.
All right, thank you so much, Ron. Of course, in Calgary, we saw the sea of red. Well, here we've seen it's been replaced by the blizzard of blue and orange. What can home ice mean for the Oilers tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to comment on the outfits they have in the studio. I grew up here in Edmonton, so Klondike days were some of my fondest memories. So thanks for bringing that up. For the home ice here, I think Edmonton Oilers, they have to have a great start, right? Ken Holland talked about that with us in the pregame show, but they can't keep falling down 2-0 in games. The Flames are too good a team, so they have to be, if they want a good long run in the playoffs, they have to be feared at home. That hasn't been the case. They're 2-2 right now, but I think they're going to have a fantastic start. This building is electric right now.
It's going off right now really quickly. Last change, because now Daryl Sutter's got some issues with Connor McDavid.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. Connor McDavid is just too good. I don't care who you put up against him.
All right, let's get back to you, Ron.
Terrific K-Days starts exactly
There
2
we
months
go.
today. Kelly, looking forward to that. Chris Cuthbert, Craig Simpson will...
Commercial break once again. And hopefully right after this commercial break, the game will get started. Sing the anthem and... get it going. What's going on, Damien? How you doing? How you been? There we go. Supine, how have you been? I missed you. How have you been? What's going on? I hope everything's going good in the Philippines. Oh yeah, also I just looked up where, cause I knew the rough area of where the Philippines were, but I didn't know exactly, and I didn't realize where the Philippines were. And then I just found out. There was, I was talking to some girls at my work, Supine, who are from the Philippines, and they were showing me photos of these waterfalls, of this scuba diving that they do. Beautiful. Philippines is beautiful. They were showing me all these photos. I was like, it looks like the photos that they showed me look like what they would be on like a screensaver. It's so nice. It was very nice. Everybody smash that thumbs up button. 10 more likes and I'll do a shot. I'm letting you guys know right now, I am also a lightweight. So, if we get those 10 more likes and I do a shot, we're gonna have... It's gonna be interesting. Probably. So, keep smashing that thumbs up button. And we will be back from the commercial break soon, if it comes back. I'm waiting for the music to play. Oh, there it is. There we go.
In Edmonton for Game 3 here on a Sunday night. The Calgary Flames, the Oilers tied 1-1, and back to the Connor McDavid
Sunday night hockey.
When he first broke in, they had a rookie scrimmage against the University of Alberta Golden Bears. 14,000.
Y'all heard our people. Let's get her
this is
wasted.
No surprise.
Hey, I'm gonna go to work
Anticipation,
tomorrow, so.
right around the country. And Jennifer, your thought on something?
Well, you know that this crowd is going to be ready to get involved in the game. If you think about Edmonton, for them, we expect the trend of big minutes for their top forwards to continue. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Hyman, Draisaitl, and of course, the McDavid watch continues.
And the last two games, Calgary scored first. And in the first game, Calgary scored, I think it was in the first 9 seconds of the game. They scored.
Offensively,
and then they scored 3 goals within 6 minutes, and then they pulled Smith. Edmonton was like, get off the ice. Smith, today is not your night.
They had Zadorov with Stone and Shillington with Goodbranson. We'll see if that
cheers, everybody.
Means anything in particular during the game, and does that mean we see Zadorov get more McDavid time?
What a shot that is of Markstrom. Then one day, he was shooting at some food, and up from the ground came a bubbling crude. Oil, that is.
Showing Markstrom.
Wild Rose Tea. Here's a heaping helping of hospitality. Game 3 in the capital of the place you ought to be.
Here they come. Calgary Flames coming out. And here comes Edmonton. Oh, with the jerseys that I like. I love the Edmonton jerseys that are the Oh, here comes the Oilers! I gotta pause once in a while. They're playing Enter Sandman by Metallica in the background, so I gotta gripping a bill outside. They be skating around, getting a feel for the ice. I love those jerseys that Oilers are wearing right now. It's the dark, it's like their blue color, but it's more navy with just the orange logo with the orange like name on the back and letters. I really, really like those. What's his name? Lucic? Lucic? I'll always say Lucic on Calgary. I really hope I pronounced his name right. Looks like Shane from The Walking Dead. There's McDavid.
Series tied at 1, so this is where we mentioned the winner of Game 3 has gone on to win all previous battles of Alberta. Yes, 4 and 5 decades ago, but
they're just playing music right now. That is copyright, so I can't play. Go Oilers! Let's go Oilers! That was offbeat. That's better. Oh, they're hype. Freaking right, let's go Oilers.
Hello to all people of Turtle Island. As chief, I welcome you here to Treaty 6 territory. This land has been traditional Region 4 homeland for the Métis people of Alberta, the Inuit and ancestral territory of the Cree, Dene, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Nakota Sioux people since time immemorial. The recognition of our history on this land is an act of reconciliation, and we honor those who walk with us. Thank you, Kinenaskum Now.
And now, we would ask you to remain standing, remove your hats, and join the singing voice of your Edmonton Oilers, Robert Clark, in the performance of the Canadian National Anthem.
They're doing the national anthem now, which will take a second. If this will play. I don't know if this is gonna play. We're about to see if it will play. There we go. Game starting very shortly, just singing the national anthem. And then game is gonna get started.
Country, emphasis on wild. The Battle of Alberta has reconvened to its northern front. And after a split of 2 memorable games in Calgary, the Oilers and this
Yo, that's sick. Their graphics that they have on the thing that shows the score. I know it's only, but I don't call it like a scoreboard, but like it's that thing. It has really cool graphics on it. The navy blue with the orange, I love that.
Yeah, this is just such an incredible environment. It's one that
These two teams know each other well now. They've battled hard through 2 games. They're even going in here to number
they're passing around smelling salts.
Game 1, it took 26 seconds for the Flames to score. Oilers trying to flip that script here on home ice.
So Calgary scored first in each of the first 2 games, built 2-0 leads before the 7-minute mark in the first 2 games. But played along the boards, it's McDavid along with Evander Kane and Leon Draisaitl against Elias Lindholm with Matthew Tkachuk.
Let's go. Game on.
Against Edmonton.
Well, you have to figure the mindset coming in here for the Calgary Flames in this building, more of the same. The first 6:05 of the first 2 games, they're up 5-0 in this series so far. So starts have been there, positive energy coming in, and here on the road, they want nothing more than to try to do the same.
Let's go Edmonton. I'm cheering on Edmonton. Do the poll that is in the chat. So far, 56 of you are cheering on the Oilers. You've got the Oilers for this game.
Giamatti, who had 23 road goals this year, Michael Backlund to the attack. And that shot muffled by Duncan Keith coming off a 3-point game 2 nights ago. Puck bounced in front, and Keith headmans at the man who scored the game winner. In game number 2, Zach Hyman, but Mangiapane will play it back into Edmonton ice. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has come on. Draisaitl is back on the ice, and here's Leon Draisaitl turning back. McDavid has checked back in. Darnell Nurse over the line. Here's Evander Kane.
Oh!
Hit the side of the net and rang the post. McDavid behind the net.
Come on, McDavid.
McDavid with 5 consecutive multi-point games.
Nice stick. We're able to get the puck back.
On the back
McDavid going for the shot. Unable.
Damn. By Gaudreau, and Daryl Sutter goes right back to his top line.
So I like in game 2, it was, again, Jay Woodcroft going 2 out of 3
Oh.
with David line. This time, though, Daryl Sutter follows it up with the top line as well, trying to get the big boys into the game on both sides here.
Markstrom holding it.
David bounced down Matthew Tkachuk, and you heard the reaction of the crowd after that.
Markstrom holding on to the puck.
Evander Kane, you remember
Which is a right move.
Woo!
Woo! There's already almost a goal by Edmonton. Almost. It hit off the crossbar.
Look at how hard Goodbranson trying to get inside position. Whereas at the end, a little collision as Tkachuk tries to surprise McDavid there. And he
McDavid
gets the better of him.
threw Tkachuk.
Ryan McLeod comes on to face off against Calle Yarncroke. Going to be Tyler Toffoli sending it to the Oiler line. Yamamoto sends it back inside Calgary ice. And there's the door off with Stone, as Elliott mentioned. Really the only tweak to the lineups coming into game 3. Jay Woodcroft indicated this morning that there might be a change.
Is Smith on that? I
none
think he is.
forthcoming. Ryan McLeod around for it. Warren Fogarty
Yes, everybody hit the smash the thumbs up button. We be chilling.
To the first 2 games, sends it back down into
It is warm in here.
Brett Kulak and Tyson Berry get things organized. Trevor Lewis on the forecheck, that 4th line for Calgary with goals in each of the first 2 games. Off the stick of the
Both teams desperately trying to get something.
Derek Ryan let him escape, and Richie backed the other way. He'll dump it down the ice. Lewis goes after it against Duncan Keith and knocks Keith down along the inboards. Ryan in to help out. Zach Cassian with an outlet. And here comes
Everybody get your water. Stay hydrated. Oh! So close.
His first shot of the series.
Hey, Drew. How you doing, Drew? Edmonton. I got Edmonton.
Good work here by Archibald as he tries to center. Nugent-Hopkins on it again.
Who do you got, Drew? Who you guys got? Vote in the poll.
Here's Duncan Keith putting it right on. And now Calgary with the clear out to center.
Stay hydrated.
Zach Hyman lost
Especially while you're drinking.
Here's Zadorov moving up. Nikita Zadorov working against Bouchard, and a centering pass picked off by Hyman, sidestepped the
oh!
and continues on. Arched him under the net to play it away from Hyman. Now Zadorov, Mangiapane had it knocked off his stick, and Billy Hartman stepped on the puck as he was trying to get off. Tyson Berry wraps it around. There's Backlund. Net blocked by Hyman. Matthew Tkachuk behind the net, trying to swing it.
Oh!
Got the shot done.
Very close.
That was a harder save.
Edmonton's very lucky that wasn't a goal.
Right in his crease.
Oh, slip move by
McDavid right over trying to get it.
Tip goes high. Now it's Kane looking for McDavid again, and it'll come out to center. Well, he's dominated the score sheet.
McDavid has lots of possession.
In hits.
Lots of possession time.
Coming in, 5 in his first game, 4 in game number 2. And he's got the puck along the boards.
Let's go, Oilers!
Up for Lindholm. Tyler Toffoli.
I don't remember which one I clicked.
It back to Lindholm. And he'll move in against Darnell.
Pittsburgh, shake my hand.
And that puck ends up out of play.
Let's bet hockey, Ontario.
Oh my God.
DraftKings Sportsbook is live with 2-to-1 odds on a team to score a goal each day.
My leg is bleeding. Only can be.
I mentioned a concerted effort by the Flames get to the front of the net as cycling out in
Where's
front,
he even
trying to
bleeding?
get in was Backlund, and he just gets pitched off there by Barry, and Smith had a little
There?
talk with the official right there, got pushed right back deep in, and as Studio was talking about, Michael Backlund's had a heck of a 2 games in this series. He's been a factor each and every time that line has been out on the ice for the Calgary Flames.
Now the Yarncrook gets waved. Dylan Dubé will step in against Ryan McLeod. To the left of Mike Smith. Oilers control. Kulak in behind the net. It is stolen by Toffoli. Back to the line, Zadorov, and that off the glove of Smith.
You're like Pittsburgh.
Consecutive stops in the third period 2 nights ago. Picked up here by Thornton.
Oh!
Ramped off a stick high. Dubé crunched in the corner, and Yamamoto on the forecheck.
I do.
I use my
For
phone camera,
secondary
gonna
scoring,
see.
both these teams are. These 2 lines are really important. You know, they have to find a way to get on the scoreboard. Yarncrook has not scored. Dubé hasn't got a point in this series. I think McLeod's line had
This
a
is the
good
longest a
game
game
too,
has
and they
gone in
look
this
to follow
series
that
so
up
far,
and get something on the board is
where there hasn't been a
relying
goal.
on the top guys. Both teams have had their star players playing the starring roles you would expect, and so many times in these kind of games, you got a 1-1 game. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the unknown guy who suddenly gets something going offensively? You think of the Cloud, and a guy came in.
I'm gonna pause it for a second, just because copyright, but boop, there we go.
Now all of a sudden you've played 9 more, and your experience level just grows with each and every game, and I think the comfort level has shown that in the way that he's played.
Face off. Oh.
So this approaching the deepest point we've gone without the goal in the opening period of a game in this series as Coleman pulls it back.
What did we say? 6:05. It's been a 5-0.
Calgary has it behind their own net.
Calgary Flames in the first 2 here. This is kind of shocking to be goalless here, almost 6 minutes in.
Well, I can't watch. Oh!
Oliver Shillington backpedaling.
Sounds good, Drew.
Nearly gave up a chance to
See ya.
Jesse Pugliarvi. Out there with Nugent Hopkins and Hyman is Pugliarvi. 4 shots in game 2. Watched by Goodbranson, who loses
sticks
his
broke.
Who shoots it up.
Oh!
And ends up deflecting wide.
Close shot. Right.
Branson broke his stick, so he ends up changing there because nobody was there to give him one.
And puck played by Mangiapane back inside the Edmonton line. Evan Bouchard and Duncan Keith unable to take that pass, and the Flames will reclaim it. Both teams making changes as Hamilton sends it down into the Edmonton zone. A knockdown there by Smith, who got hit.
Oh! Oh!
Had to make a save.
Big mess right near the Edmonton goal, but luckily they were able to get it out of there.
Discussion for Smith with the official. He had to work hard to get to that hard wraparound, and then Tkachuk made sure he got some contact as he tried to chip the puck away out of harm's way.
Wonder how closely that's going to be monitored after Jordan Binnington was injured last night in the game between St. Louis and Colorado. Darnell Nurse onto the left side for McDavid. Curls back. Tried to slide the backhand through for Kane. Evander Kane comes into this game with the same number of shots on goal in the playoffs
Oh,
as McDavid.
man,
They
got
lead
thrown
at
up against the
37
boards.
apiece. Draisaitl back to the line. Cody Ceci with
A shot! Oh, if someone was right there, they would have been able to tip it in.
With traffic in front.
Edmonton would have gotten a goal if someone was there.
Hit by McDavid.
But they weren't.
And Zadorov
Ref, pick
will
up
turn
the
it
half
back
of the
to
stick that's on the ice.
Past 7.5.
There's like a foot long piece of a broken stick on the ice. And the ref is like, oh, it's fine. Just leave it there. Just trip on it.
And now flipped out to center where Archibald tries to knock it down. Derek Ryan after it.
Oh, another stick.
He picked up by Kulak, a shot and an easy glove stop by Markstrom.
Well, some pushing and shoving, some energy,
Markstrom
some
holding it.
emotion early on. Oh, little.
Ooh. Yeah, lots of pushing and shoving up against the boards. Oh my gosh, Kachuk looked like Kachuk went to go elbow Smith in the head. Holy moly. We're all chilling out here. Hello everybody, welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. It's now a commercial break. I just have to mute the audio during the commercial break. But, got a little bit of music here. Everyone's doing well today. I have to stretch my leg out. Woo! Ow. Lifty. Lifty. I don't know where my chapstick went. It's somewhere now. Oh, the back rooms apparently. I don't know where it went. Yeah, I'll just say it went to the back rooms. I don't see it. It's fine. It works. Coffee? I did have coffee today. I had coffee earlier.
So the question, do the Oilers have Markstrom's numbers? Worth asking with the goals against.
I had some coffee earlier. I had a really big glass of coffee too.
207 against the rest of the league. It's a tie that Markstrom.
Big glass of iced coffee.
11 goals round one, 11 goals already. Led the league in shutouts this year. On the draw, Kulak goes to the net, backhand, and Markstrom hugs the post and makes the save.
Yeah, those numbers are really quite shocking.
Markstrom able to make the save
Edmonton
once again.
Dominated the rest of the league, but there's been plenty of chances. There's a little miscommunication. UC Anderson went to the same guy that Hannafin is going to take. The foul goes hard, that opens up the lane, and all Markstrom tried to do there, you see how he had his glove a little bit out in front.
It's 8 a.m. here. Nice to have coffee even when it's hot here. Yeah, right?
Get it up and over, and wasn't able to.
Cloud wins another face-off. Shot at the post.
Oh my god! You're telling me that didn't go over the line? Oh my gosh. The puck went just to the line, and then they were able to hit it away. Oh my gosh. It hit off of Markstrom. Damn.
On the counter for Calgary.
By the way, Drew is my friend. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad y'all are friends.
And McLeod will dump it out to center ice.
Just chilling out, vibing. It was a good time.
Well, after winning the draw and going down the side to create a chance, this draws one back. Kulak just lets it go through a crowd, and boy, that glove has had some problems for Markstrom.
Oh my God!
Been able to slide another couple through. That one went underneath and in between his arm, and his reaction pretty quick to get back to the post before an Oiler player could get there. Got help from his defenseman, but a hard shot from Kulak almost slid through the arm.
Oilers got goals from A couple of defensemen.
Chill and relax,
Keith
facts.
and Bouchard. Here's Hyman. Nugent Hopkins knocking it off the stick of Backlund. Shillington helping Backlund out, and now Mangiapane will turn it back. And Gudbranson with an outlet, and Pullman had trouble with that.
Calgary.
Now Calgary's out, and Mangiapane.
Their puck work has been a little bit sloppier than I've seen them. A little bit.
So both teams change.
I'm gonna get some cake on the intermission.
And a giveaway here by Bouchard.
Oh
Here's
no!
the throw in.
Oh.
He couldn't get past Duncan Keith.
Calgary almost got a breakaway.
McDavid winds it up.
McDavid coming now. Woo! My God! He just swerved up. Oh, he just broke his ankle. Nice shot! Oh! Damn! The way McDavid like just glides on the ice too is so good.
You could check out at center, and Lindholm will get it down the ice. Got hit there by Evander Kane.
You see another example there. You've got playoff speed, which is high, but then you get McDavid speed. It just goes to another notch up above, and the spinorama almost worked. Another good save by Markstrom through some traffic there as that shot got deflected at the net.
Now Flames in, that's back.
Oh my gosh!
Mike Smith, Zadorov across.
I'm glad Calgary wasn't like right there in front of the net because they would have gone in.
Looking for a deflection. And the Oilers clear, and Josh Archibald dumps it back into Calgary territory.
Oh! Body check him right against the boards.
Archibald comes into the game with 39 hits, and the first penalty upcoming as Archibald scores the...
Oh, they're looking at a penalty.
And ends up getting...
Edmonton doesn't look happy. Oh, he was so upset he spit his mouth guard out.
It's
Was
not
nice.
always the goal that brings him to defeat. A good physical play. Get in on the forecheck. Fourth line's going head to head.
It's on Calgary. It's on Calgary.
Gets in, creates one hit that gets the crowd on their feet. Brings some
Oh, I'm
energy.
sorry.
Now you get another hit over top, and now you get reaching. Here's the hook.
Woo! With 9:25 left in the first period, it's looking like Edmonton will be getting a power play. Hopefully. Randall, there are cows outside. There's a cow farm. You're gonna have cows outside. What a movie. Hope everyone's doing well today. We're just, as I said, chilling. Looks like Edmonton will be getting their first power play. Penalty to Trevor Lewis for hooking Josh Archibald. Yikes. TV timeout. So it's a commercial, so I have to mute the audio for the commercials. %of you who have voted in the poll got the Oilers in this one, as do I. Looks like we're going to be coming back here sooner than later.
So you get the message, staying out of the box has been a problem for the Flames in this series, and they take the first penalty.
Yeah, staying out of the box has been a problem for the Flames. They're always in the box, and Edmonton's always getting the power plays.
The referee to get better as the series goes on. Oilers power play 1 for 10 in the series. Down low, a good stick by Markstrom. He gets a clear.
We've seen that play a couple of times, and both
Edmonton
times
has a better
in the last game. Hyman just not quite able to control
better record for scoring on power plays than Calgary does.
Good active stick by both
Apparently,
the D and the
so
goaltender.
Well, there's 17
according
scoring
to the
chances
statistic
on the
that he's
power
put
play in Game 2. It comes back to Tyson Berry. There's McDavid in the slot. Nugent Hopkins. Leon Draisaitl's got. And it's Berry with a shot.
Oh, get it in, oh, jeez.
Trying to swing it back towards Draisaitl, and the Flames get it clear.
Boy, that was an own deflection by the Flames.
Nice
there.
pass.
Anderson with an excellent read on the quick deflection in front, and then good stick. Anderson did a nice job boxing out Hyman there, so he couldn't get complete
1 minute
control.
left on the power play for Edmonton.
McDavid back in.
McDavid passing it over. Oh.
Markstrom stopped that. Rebound for McDavid. That's neatly past Yarncrook. Across for Draisaitl. And Tyson very right on rebound. And it's
Ooh.
wide on the back end.
Edmonton desperately trying to get a goal on this power play, but still unable to with 40 seconds left.
Penalty killing needs good goaltending, and there's your best
Power play.
penalty killer. As Markstrom had a couple of chances with deflections right in tight, but he was able to hold the fort and then get the clear.
Second unit got the power play goal for Edmonton.
Oh, Markstrom
Now
holding
as
it
Markstrom
with 25 seconds left on the
hold
power
to that
play.
shoot-in.
You know, so much the focus on the outside is a Draisaitl one time or McDavid at the other. So often they were going down low to Hyman to try to create a chance. There's a good stick. And then on top with the right-hander, the one-timer that Markstrom through the screen of Hyman, able to find it. McDavid with his head up pops it through, and that one Hyman didn't get all of it. He had back pressure coming and a good job of not allowing anything to get through by Markstrom.
Ryan McLeod a face-off win. Bouchard can let it go. That time look for a pass as Yamamoto is lurking at the back door. He'll try and swing it back towards Bouchard. And Tyler Toffoli able to get it out to center ice.
They were just showing that Edmonton is ranked higher in power play goal percentage overall, but in this series they've been doing it very bad with their power play percentage. Which is probably because Calgary's right on them. Isn't letting anything get past them.
Various haunted house hit. Series Ghosts is back for another season. Now streaming on CBC Gym.
Again, Jay Woodcroft riding his top guys. Only 2 seconds left on the power play, but McDavid line comes out again to get 5-on-5 play up against the top line of Lindholm.
So Lewis returns. Calgary back at full strength. 3 shots for Edmonton on that power play. Draisaitl at the line, sends it deep. CC in with a pass. A skid by McDavid, but lost the handle.
McDavid tried to spin move, but unable to get it. Oh! Penalty!
Markstrom's gone to the bench. Extra attacker is out.
Delayed penalty on Edmonton. That was totally.
And that pass picked off, and now we'll get our first look at Calgary's power play in Game 3.
The quick spin, as you mentioned, is just so dangerous in tight as you get an argument by Draisaitl. But here's McDavid. As soon as he gets the puck, quickly he'll turn, feet are moving, but he just lost control. He wanted to get a quick backhander, but this is one you just can't get your stick in there. A little tight.
Draisaitl, yeah.
All of a sudden, Draisaitl saying, okay, he grabbed my stick, but for Draisaitl,
Draisaitl, penalty for hooking.
especially coming off the power play, that's going to get called every time. Stick into the hands.
Flames have scored power play goals in each of the first 2 games. And 4 for 32 in the playoffs. Here's an Anderson shot. He didn't get all of that. Zach Hyman had a short-handed goal 2 nights ago. It'll come back to Rasmus Anderson, and he held on. Now Gaudreau sends it wide to the target.
Calgary's apparently gotten a goal on every first power play they've had in the game, I think I just said.
Played it across off the stick of Toffoli, and it comes back outside the line where Nugent Hopkins chases Anderson. Johnny Gaudreau back in. Matthew Tkachuk a hat trick in Game 1. Anderson to Gaudreau. In the slot, Tkachuk can't get it to the net. Gaudreau fumbled it.
Yes, yes, yes! Come on, Edmonton!
Here's Ryan from long range.
That would have been awesome if Edmonton would have gotten another goal on a Calgary power play. I think it was last game. Edmonton got a goal on a Calgary power play. Even though when that happens, Calgary still gets their... Still gets to like finish their power play, but they didn't get anything after that. Edmonton's doing a good job of trying to keep them off.
Backlund at center. Now Dylan Dubé didn't score in the last 9 regular season games. Looking for his first goal of the playoffs is number 29, who was certainly good in the hub here back a couple of years ago in the playoffs.
Absolutely, and 18 goals in the regular season.
Great pass to Mangiapane in.
Oh, nice.
Stop there as Mangiapane was sent in. Now Yamamoto at center, and he'll flip it down the ice with 5 minutes remaining here in the opening period.
I don't think Mangiapane realized how much open ice he had. I thought he was feeling like he was.
And that is the
getting some
end of
pressure.
Calgary power play.
Rushed the shot a little bit. Opportunity, but the penalty
With
kill brings the fans back up.
4:45 left in the first
Good
period.
step there by Nurse, and now McDavid sends it down. The Oilers back at full strength. Both teams 0 for 1. In game number 3, one shot on Calgary power play.
Now, I mentioned Mangiapane with a great game 1. Has an opportunity walking in alone. Good hard pass. I think he felt.
Score still 0-0 with 4:32 left in the first period. Sheesh. Unreal. Commercial break, so the game audio is muted. But it will be coming back.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go.
There was just a McDonald's commercial on, and it was these bikers, and they were eating nuggets and like dancing, and as soon as it went go, go, go in the song, they just started dancing, and it went exactly to the beat of the song. That was funny. Looks like we're gonna be coming back here very shortly. That is really sick how the stadium goes over like a little bridge.
In honor of Joey Moss, the beloved Oiler and Elks dressing room attendant who passed away in 2020. Oilers intended the Moss Pit to be a hub for fans of all ages, and it is tonight, Chris.
Now, great name for it, and it's a mosh pit in here.
That was a big baby.
In Calgary and Edmonton.
That was a big baby.
How long we had to wait for.
Oh my God, he was enjoying the game though.
And the fans of both cities have been at their best.
It's just amazing for the province.
With the Backlund centers. Picked off by Pugliarvi, out with Nugent, Hopkins, and Hyman. Over the line. Yes, a Pugliarvi.
Whoa!
Looking
Markstrom.
for a redirect by Nugent Hopkins, and Markstrom able to cover up. We'll take shelter in comedy. Watch season 1 of Strays, now streaming on CBC Gem.
Kind of a slow developing rush there is almost some hesitation by Pugliarvi as he and Nugent Hopkins kind of talked that one through. I think Nugent Hopkins was expecting maybe a hard shot from the outside, generate a rebound. Instead, it was kind of a pass shot, and you could see Goodbranson took away the stick of Nugent Hopkins, took away any chance. A little conversation on the bench, maybe try a different method the next time.
15 shots for the Oilers, McDavid can't get a shot through there. 13 different Edmonton players with shots.
Calgary ever able to gain control of the puck once again?
Gaudreau's got one of them, and he leads this series with 12 shots. Rolls back down, McDavid charging after him.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, that was so close. McDavid was able to steal it away from Calgary, but unable to. Oh my gosh, Calgary almost getting a goal there. Oh my gosh, Gaudreau was really close again too.
So the top line
Holy
for Calgary
crap.
comes close twice.
All right, there's the old days where you miss at one end and you get another chance
Woo.
at the other. Those two top lines, too many talented players, 400-point players, almost put one into each end.
Calgary's top line, 8 points in game number 1, 4 goals, 4 assists. Good run! What a chance for
Oh,
Trevor
nice
Lewis.
save.
Now away goes
Edmonton,
McLeod.
sick
He's got
save.
Vogel on the right side. Ryan McLeod on the back.
Oh, try to do a backhand, unable to get it.
Hey, Woodcroft talked about his elite skating today. It was on display there. And the growth in his game in recent weeks.
And that's a line that in game
I want to
two
put my
started
feet
to
that
really
way so
get
I'm more
the
angled
trust
like
of
this.
Jay Woodcroft and played a much more
But my cat is
significant
there and I don't want to.
Now to Foley,
I don't
sends
wanna
it in.
disrupt her.
Yarncrook goes after that, along with Dubé. Kelly Yarncrook trying to cycle it back. Reaches Dubé, Duncan Keith on him.
Just put my foot like right next to her.
Try and work it loose. It does
2 minutes left in the
back
first.
to Erica Branson. His shot off Hyman and back to center. Two minutes left in the opening period. Backlund for Blake Coleman. Couple of goals for Coleman in game 1. Duncan Keith along the boards. And charging out with it is Bouchard. His pass unable to connect with Hyman. Coleman flips it to center, looking for Mangiapane. Slides past
Drew
him.
Supine, is that
It goes to
you?
Kulak, who has 3 shots on goal in the first period. Derek Ryan.
Oh, Markstrom
Markstrom's
holding
going
it.
to hold on to that. The Oilers not shy about testing Jacob Markstrom in this first period.
When you know you got pressure behind you, if you're a video game player, there's your power boost just to close the gap quickly, great active stick, and then at the last second, a little pass off the Draisaitl. And then at the other end, between the legs pass right on the tape of Johnny Gaudreau, and Gaudreau trying to go up and over the glove of Smith. Put that one a little too high. He's watching it there on the big screen. His best chance of game number 2.
Gaudreau was watching it back on the big screen and he was like, he's like, oh no.
Face-off control by Edmonton. CC across to Darnell Nurse looking for his first point in 7 games. Draisaitl trying to spin off the checking of Lindholm, and he's ducked by Lindholm. It's going to be a late first period power play for Edmonton.
Oh my god! Once again, Edmonton's gonna be going into the second period with a penalty. with on a power play. Yep, that was tripping. No way, that wasn't tripping.
As the pressure's coming down, tried to lift, and you can see crank right on the top of the shin pad and knock Draisaitl.
Oh, I don't know if they'll do that for hooking or tripping. Tripping. Because it kind of like hooked his like thing right around him. But yeah, no, it was tripping. Edmonton with a 2-minute power play with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the
Second
first.
chance in the first period. Got off to a terrific start against LA, but now one of their last 13.
Interesting, a different look with Yamamoto. We saw Keane earlier in that play.
Nice, regain control of the puck.
Down low play, Yamamoto gets an opportunity here.
Final minute of this opening period, and Yamamoto
Be feisty, but also be as cool as a cucumber.
towards Nugent Hopkins. Finds McDavid. Yamamoto.
Nice, nice!
Fired
Whoa.
down high.
Sorry, I was just yelling so
Got the
loud.
save they were looking for.
Oh my god.
And McDavid scoops it back to Barry. Able to team a bouncing puck. Connor McDavid, Yamamoto looking for Ruben.
Oh my gosh, Edmonton. What was the penalty? It was tripping. It was tripping on Calgary. Oh, Markstrom able to hold it. Damn, Markstrom's.
Markstrom on a dangerous McDavid dive.
Yeah, just how quickly the transition from neutral zone to Flames here. It caught
Draisaitl so close.
Tried to go quickly up and high, short side. Now you got another.
McDavid also really close. Oh my gosh.
To get through, the Branson able to get a shot in on Markstrom.
A minute 5 left on the power play and 17 seconds left.
You made the video game reference.
In the game.
The cheat codes are in operation again in this first period.
Man.
Face-off controlled by Calgary. Goodbranson gets it down the ice. Is that going to be enough to get Calgary out of the period?
7.
Tyson Berry gonna have to hustle. Gonna shoot it in from long range, and that's an easy stop to bring the period to a close.
That is the end of the first period.
Shots on goal 20
Wow.
to 7.
End of the first period, and it is 0-0. That is insane. I definitely was not expecting that. I was not expecting there to be no goals in the first period, especially from how the first 2 games went. That's nuts. Both teams are really on each other though. I feel like after playing 2 games, they're kind of starting to get a feel for each other and like understanding what their strengths and weaknesses are as a team. Jeez. Yeah, scoreless first. Not expecting that at all. Well, I'm a drink. Cheers. Playing some music because it's just a commercial break currently. Because it is intermission time. Hello everybody, welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. I'm your host Molly. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in and subscribe if you haven't already. We're chilling. Oh shit! Damn. The band that is currently playing is Neffex, Neffex. They were a band and then they separated. So then they just said, let's just put all of our music out there for free. So then people can use it. And make it all royalty free. God bless their souls. Oh shit. We are vibing though. We do be vibing though. Still a commercial break. Man's got thrown. It just showed some highlights from the Avalanche and Blues game. Pardon me, man's got thrown. Like hard. That's a banger, yeah, right? Commercial.
And nothing after 20 minutes in Edmonton, and I can explain that. That's Kevin and Ron Elliott, and I'm Jennifer Botterill. This is the first time we've ever
never
faced.
looked so good.
That's right. We're facing east as opposed to west for whatever reason, but it's nice. A change up. What do you think of the first one?
Well, it's a good period for Edmonton. It's laughing back there. 20-7 were shots. The problem is they took 2 penalties. Calgary did, and they gave McDavid 4 minutes on the power play. Like, he looks good again. They got to be careful with that.
Calgary had 7 shots.
100%.
Edmonton had 7 alone on the power play. I thought as that period got on, Markstrom started to look a lot better.
But if you're Edmonton, that's the start that you were looking for, right? They didn't start very well in the previous 2 games, and a big part of that performance was Connor McDavid. So not surprised that he's continuing to roll. And if you look at early in the game, just over a minute in, he gets the puck deep in the zone, and he just has an ability to move away from pressure, find the space, and just create those seams for himself. Just walk right in, nice little backhand shot, quality scoring chance. Anytime Calgary tries to make contact and draw physicality, no problem for him. You know, he just fends it off, puts his shoulder into it.
He really
uses
does.
His speed effectively, Kevin, as you highlighted before the game, laying the hits with such strength. The spin move, I mean, this was one he seemed to really like. Tried a couple times the offensive zone, doesn't quite get everything that he wants on that, but just relentless with the puck pursuit. Sets up Draisaitl, just misses on a glorious opportunity. Absolutely flying last 20 seconds of the first period. He just
Connor
knows
McDavid.
he can make amazing things happen, and it's just amazing.
Connor McDavid's good,
That
with getting
building,
around the
when he gets
defenders
the
as
puck,
well.
You can hear
Right,
the buzz.
100% agree with you.
They are so wired in that building tonight the moment he touches it.
Should point out David Amber and Kelly Rudy are in the rink, and we'll be touching on Markstrom for sure coming up in just a second. How about the fourth line?
Well, yeah, we go from talking to Connor McDavid about the 4th line, so just bear with me here, but we know that Calgary likes to play their 4th line, and they contribute in different ways. But Edmonton, right, they didn't play very much last game, so this is Cassian, Ryan, and Archibald. There's a shot on net here. Cassian finishing his check. They all played around 2 minutes, so they're still on pace for that 6 minutes they played last game. But it's not so much how many minutes you play, it's drawing a penalty here, Archibald. What are you doing with your ice time? Are you contributing some way? If it's 6 minutes, make it 6 good minutes and have a good start right there.
You know, one of the things that Sutter was doing there, especially late in the period, was whenever there was a face-off in the Calgary
I'd still
zone,
be
he
here.
was
It's
putting
just
out his
intermission,
number
so I'm
one
just gonna
line,
go
the
pee,
Goodrow line. He
and
knew
I'm
that
gonna probably get
McDavid
myself
was
some
coming,
tea. So
and he put the Goodrow line out there. And you know, the first time they got the puck up the
Shall
ice with
I,
good chances, they almost had a disaster in their end when
My donut
one of the defensemen, I think it was Stone, lost the puck. The second time they actually take the penalty, which looked like a toe pick by Draisaitl as much as anything. But I'm interested in this strategy by Sutter. There's not a lot of, not every coach would do this, but he's matching strength against strength in his own defensive zone.
By the way, it's a good tit for tat there. Draisaitl got chicken winged by Johnny Hockey, and of course Connor McDavid kind of did the same thing when he set up Duncan Keith in game 1. So now the officials will say, okay, one each. Might have to call the next one on that.
Kulak has nothing to do with this clip, Ron, but he does have the puck. He does a great job. But we all know the D-down face-off play that a lot of teams like to run offensively. So just how you defend it. Toffoli's going to be the inside winger, and his job is to get over the top here. But when this D-down happens, if it's clean, he can't get there. So the board side D is Rasmus Andersson. His job off this face-off is to take his winger to the net if he goes there. But when there's the D down, there has to be some communication from his partner. But he's supposed to switch that guy off to Hanifin, and he's supposed to inherit this D down so Kulak can't just walk right in. Because like I said, Toffoli can't get there. It would normally be his responsibility. So this has to be a switch off here with Andersson, and he should be fronting Kulak, because Kulak almost pulled a Bobby Orr right there, Ron.
Absolutely he did.
Nice
Nifty
read by
shot.
Kulak.
Great
Kristen
work.
score.
David Kelly, over to you.
All right, Ron. Well, it was the first scoreless, goalless period so far of this series. It was also one of the busier periods for Jacob Markstrom. 20 shots faced, Kelly.
Well, I'm with Elliot. I thought Markstrom looked really nervous. In fact, really nervous for the first 10 minutes, which is kind of unusual because usually that nervousness sort of
Winds down a little.
Quiets down. Wasn't sure what I was going to say. For after about 3 or 4 minutes, but you know, it was all battle after that for Markstrom, and he looked shaky, and then all of a sudden he started to look a lot better. In fact, I thought he started to look as good as he had all season long, and that was a real good thing for the Flames because it was looking ugly at the beginning, and I was wondering if those thoughts were going to get the best of him, but no, Markstrom found his game, and that's a good thing moving forward. And thanks for saving me.
So many fans excited to be in the building. Elliot's right, the roof's ready to come off if the Oilers do score. A lot of fans also at home watching, including Tyler Shank. It's been a tough time for Tyler Shank. He had a brain tumor removed just last month. It's been a tough recovery. A lifetime Oiler fan. A huge fan of Ron McLean as well. He got a chance to meet him on the Rogers Hometown Hockey Tour. Now, with the support of his brother Tyson, his wife Ashley, and baby daughter Parker, he keeps pushing through, continuing to improve. So keep battling, Tyler. We're all with you here on Hockey Night. Ron.
DA, I was really sad to hear that he has to go through that. Tyler, you've been thick and thin to Rogers hometown hockey, in particular Spruce Grove, you guys. It was minus 45, like minus 70 with the wind chill, but Strathcona County, Edmonton City proper twice. They have a really cool circle of friends that come to all the shows. So Tyler, to you and Tyson, to Ashley, much love. You are family. We wish you the best. Quick recovery.
It is now a commercial break once again. So I'm just going to put on some music while the commercial break is running. Just waiting for the music to load up. Usually takes a second.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. Past is good and things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like. Find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time. Just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, while they're hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Then you were going on. I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold. Perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time will you fall? It's something chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have time for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drive myself to something that is part of this. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. I know some things seem bad, but they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and thirst. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again. I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel this tense. Don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only confidence. Is this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises. Or maybe drive myself to something that is part of this. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I better see clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly, I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I might end everything. See you in the next life after being better me. I don't think that my head's on straight. Gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an X-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it's squeezed till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want and I pray, I believe in the better days. Kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live in my pace? You're only young one, yeah, that's all great. But I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait, no, it's living with no shame. Wait, no, it's living in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well, I just wanna be happy. How to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. 'Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want and I pray, all I need are some better days.
in the second. Whoop, whoop. Oilers getting a goal right away in the second. Luckily, they had the power play.
Just a thing of beauty. Speed to the outside. Little support pass and that shuffle across. Look at how far Markstrom has to come across. He's getting shot by Draisaitl. Now he's sliding over. And what a great read. A right-handed shot in Zach Hyman. You've got the goaltender overplaying it on fresh ice.
Ooh, nice. Zach Hyman getting the goal. Assisted by Draisaitl and McDavid.
3 passes later, it's a 1-0 game.
6th of the playoffs.
Woo! 1-0 game. Let's go.
Draisaitl and McDavid will draw assists on that rush goal to open the scoring in Game 3. First time the Oilers have struck first in the series. Ryan McLeod trying to work it up the boards. Matthew Tkachuk's on the ice. Branson trying to seal the wall. Go past him. And away goes Keane. Trevor Keane upended by Lindholm getting back defensively. Now Branson's pass picked off by Yamamoto. Tyler Yamamoto back in, and he whipped that wide. Around it goes, and it comes up to center for Darnell Nurse. Skip past Keane. Gaudreau trying to send a right line. That's intercepted, but Cody Cece's got it as Calgary starts to change. Got past Pugliarvi, icing against the Oilers.
Yeah, I mentioned the fresh ice. You know, so often early in a period, you do things you normally do and watch the slide across. He just continues on, maybe a little bit further than he wanted, but it's all about the speed. You had the speed of McDavid on the outside, which draws the defender back, opening up the pass to Draisaitl. Quick little support pass by Draisaitl, just an excellent shot by Hyman, who now has scored in 3 straight.
And a 3-point game in Game 3 against Los Angeles. That came up and hit Pugliarvi, who chases after it. That one might have bounced off his face, but he continued on without even batting an eye. Jarnkrok turns back in his own zone. Trying to connect there with Dubé, kept in by Edmonton. Swatted at by Barry, and it's off to Foley and out. Long change, second period. The Oilers have outscored their opponents 18-10 in the middle frame. Archibald does some fencing with Michael Stone. And that might be a carryover from an early shift in this game between those two.
Yeah, you remember the big hit that led to a penalty after as Archibald got in there and got a hit, and Stone holding his ground. We'll talk with Cassian as Stone's been a good player. Here's the play at Pugliarvi here. Just going up to try to get the block his shot. And, oh, yeah, man. Partly his visor goes so high up on his helmet. And it looked like it got a nose and a little bit of it. And then here's after the shot, a little back and forth, and everybody getting involved. Those are 2 pretty big bodies in Stone and Zadorov. Cassian comes in to help Archibald.
Well, face off in the Flame zone. The face-off 10-7 in the opening period.
Hopefully it's exciting now, yeah.
Trying to go forward there. Kept in at the line by Duncan Keith. Knocked down by Ryan. There's Archibald trying to sidestep a hit, and the puck got past Keith and back down into Edmonton ice. Michael Backlund in pursuit, came up with it, trying to center it. Coleman a whack at it, and he ends up on top of Smith, and
Smith lost his helmet.
Evan Bouchard with a shove at the end of the play.
Well, we've seen in Game 2, Coleman took a penalty going in hard to the net on Smith. This is one, though, that Bouchard just got caught with the puck on the side of the net here. He's trying to recover and help.
Yeah, Smith ran into when he lost.
The stick of Bouchard as it's wedged in. Watch the stick in the midsection of Coleman, and it's Bouchard's stick that actually goes and rides right up on the mask and almost knocks it off. So tough play as Coleman going inside position, going hard. Good dialogue between official and goaltender. You always like to have that. Mike Smith, no stranger to having those kind of conversations. That time with Francois Saint-Laurent.
With Gordon Wire tonight. Now Murchison and Mark Schuchik are on the lines for game 3. Face-off won by Calgary. Tyler Toffoli's got it. Trying to get away from the checking of Barry. Played in front, kicked away. Out comes McLeod. And Yamamoto. Yamamoto trying to spin off the checking of Anderson.
Let's go in the tin! Oh, close.
Knocked away. Dubé couldn't come up with it in his skates. But Yarncroke goes it out.
Bless me.
Jeff Kulak, who went to the Stanley Cup final with Montreal last year.
Hey, Tripper.
Passing it across for McLeod.
Everybody, welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. We're going to smash that thumbs up button on your way in.
For Markstrom.
Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified when we're live.
Coming into this game, as you mentioned early on, Daryl Sutter saying
We're now in the second period of this game.
Stay out of the box. Okay, it's
Hey, Tripper.
one goal here early on, and now on the road especially, he likes to get his lines in a little bit of a rhythm. And if you continually have that kind of interruption, he hasn't been able to get what he likes. This is the best 5-on-5 team during the regular season, and they need to get on a little string and get some offensive zone time to get that traction and try to turn the momentum back around.
Face off.
Over 32
Calgary
minutes
zone.
of the first 2 games played.
McDavid's good. Really, well, he's good at everything, but I mean, like, he's really good at fighting for that puck.
With Evander Kane getting a look at the side of the
Like, he's not scared to get a stick in there and grab that puck away.
Oilers get their top
Some people might be worried about, like, slashing or hooking or tripping, but man, man's is just in there.
Shillington. Lucic along the boards. Ritchie trying to take it out, but here's Shillington.
Let's go Oilers. What's going on?
A
penalty?
And it's going
Holding!
against Calgary.
Holding against Calgary!
Actually, and it's Lewis. You talk about having the radar on McDavid. And
Lewis, number 22, getting a holding call on Calgary.
Puck's gone. There's the pick play by Lewis. That allows Shillington.
Oh, threw McDavid up against the boards.
As soon as that happened, the Army
Edmonton getting a 2-minute power play. McDavid ready. McDavid is laser focused, ready for this power play.
Second penalty of the game to the veteran Flames center, the oldest member
But
of the
Calgary
Flames.
able to win the faceoff.
So often Daryl Sutter says, I don't worry about matchups. Well, there's your fourth line out against the
Well, I guess holding wasn't the call. Interference was the
You
call.
end up
But
taking a penalty. You might give this potent power play an opportunity to go up 2-0.
Here's McDavid in flight.
because you can't just
Back to Barry.
body
Draisaitl
check
in
anyone,
support.
right?
Down low, it slipped past the Oiler captain. Nugent Hopkins trying to come up with it. Rasmus Anderson there from Calgary. And
Calgary defense getting it away from their net really well.
teams are penalty killers and are able to do so. Now Draisaitl to work.
My whole body is itchy. Like last night, my whole body was itching.
McDavid in and shifts gears there on Zadorov. Back to Nugent Hopkins. He's watched by Yarncroke. Tyson Berry at the line, returns it to Nugent Hopkins. Quick wide. Draisaitl fires
Oh!
it. And ends up going off Mark.
Puck goes somewhere. I don't know where the puck went. It went up somewhere.
Into the slot. That clearing attempt doesn't leave the zone. Oilers keep it alive. Here's Berry. McDavid's loose. Connor McDavid works in.
McDavid, nice passing. Oh! Man's missed the shot.
Draisaitl moves to the near side.
His stick and the puck made no connection. Oh. Markstrom holding on. With 31 seconds left in the power play.
They get puck control to get the setup they want. A little bit of frustrated Draisaitl. You know, so often when not all your body is in sync, there's been a few times that Draisaitl hasn't been able to get the one-timer or the shot away, and there's one he missed, and then this is another one that Nugent Hopkins tries to go short side. Another good save. Kind of got him, Markstrom, it did, in the collarbone area around the glove too. You got to get that glove up quickly. That's where so many shooters try to go between the ear and the shoulder, and that was a close one that Markstrom able to hold on.
All that power.
Calgary wins the draw. And a face-off by Michael Backlund and bounced down the ice. So final couple dozen seconds of this third power play. Officially, the Oilers 0 for 2. They scored the goal just shortly after the expiration of the last Calgary penalty. Bouchard ripped wide. That's broken up by Lindholm.
Oh!
Keith's gonna
4 seconds left on the Edmonton power play.
Lindholm's there. Up off the glass.
Edmonton power play over.
Returning to the ice as icing is called against Calgary.
Icing against Calgary.
Well, how important is Game 3 when you're tied? This Battle of Alberta has had 5 other matchups, and the winner of Game 3 has won all 5 of them. So coming into this one, the team that goes on the road and gets home ice advantage back is always the motivated one early on. Calgary trying desperately here, Chris, to try to get it right back here in Game 3.
So it's 28-9 in favor of Edmonton. 10 of the shots with a man advantage.
And from Daryl Sutter, just not happy yet with the 5-on-5 game. They haven't had that long stretches of pucks in the offensive zone to get some pressure on, try to drive this crowd down.
Full goal over skates the puck. Tries to work back for it, got knocked down. And Nikita Zadorov's got it for the Flames. Looking for Mangiapane.
Edmonton able to get the puck back.
Counter for full goal.
Oh, losing the puck.
Stick there by Zadorov. It'll come across for Nurse. His shot, and that sails wide.
Nurse too high.
Off the bench, Dean McDavid to play it back in behind the Calgary goal. Markstrom out to send it around.
McDavid getting lots of ice time, as always.
And Coleman. Blake Coleman over the line. And a pass back. Lewis was heading off. And Evander Kane picked it off. Here's Draisaitl working in.
Draisaitl! Oh, get it in! Score! Woo! Edmonton getting another goal. Let's freaking go. That was nice. That was some nice passing by the Oilers. He passed it to him, and he was just able to just tip it in right behind Markstrom. Nice. Freaking right. Edmonton winning 2-0. Oh, how the turntables. Woo. Nice pass, and he was able to just hit it back and get it in. Oh. Markstrom went to the right, Mans went boop, right to the left. Beautiful. Left onto his right, that's what I just said, yeah. He's a
Get it around the pads, and that's an easy tap in for his first goal of this series.
8 for the playoffs, he had a hat trick in Game 3 against Los Angeles, and these two have had
they've talked a lot, haven't they? They've been talking this entire series, and they got a little preemptive talk here to not do anything.
So 6:58, the time of the second Oiler goal here in the second period. Draisaitl got a pair of points in the game.
Ooh.
Here's CC at center ice. And a hand pass will halt play.
Oh.
With the temperature rising and Evander Kane increasing the Edmonton lead after the icebreaker.
Woo! Goal scored by Kane, and it was assisted by Draisaitl for the second goal of this game. Frickin' rights. That's sick. It's really good. I hope y'all have been enjoying the game, hanging out. How's everybody doing? I'm Molly. Smash that thumbs up when you come in, please. I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just saying. You could. Everyone's doing well. I keep looking this way because there's birds, like, seagulls keep flying by the window, so I just keep, like, looking over. There's a lot of them. How is everyone doing? Game audio will return once the commercial is over. Ain't got no riches, ain't got no money. 7 more likes and I'll do a shot. 7 more.
you know, maybe play with the lead tonight for a little bit.
Turns out Draisaitl is right because they are playing with the lead now in Game 3. Zach Hyman open to scoring 52 seconds into the period, and then this goal by Evander Kane on the setup from Leon Draisaitl, and it's 2-0 Oilers. in the second period.
Chucky D can only press like so many times. That's alright, once is enough, Chucky D. How you doing, Chucky D? How you doing? I'm Molly. Hi.
Working with the lead. Protecting is the wrong attitude.
Yeah, the protect can sometimes go against, as we saw the opposite way, as a 4-goal lead evaporated for Calgary and twice a 2-goal.
Nice redirect by the throw. Handed to the challenge.
Oh!
And a chance for Lindo.
Calgary close to scoring.
Draisaitl going to put up the fire and work it to center. Here's McDavid turning away from Hanifin.
McDavid! Score! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Edmonton with their third goal of the game, assisted by McDavid. The entire building there is erupting. Did Kane get another one? Was that Kane? Doing great. I have 1K on the Oilers. You have 1K on the Oilers. Let's freaking go then. It's 3 now. 3 Edmonton, 0 Calgary. Oh my god. Holy shit. After Edmonton got that 1 goal, it just was a boom, boom. Oilers up by 3. Current score 0-3. Woo! Freaking right, Chucky D. Hey, Firestar! How you doing, Firestar? I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well. How are you doing? At least I subscribed. I really do appreciate this subscription, Chucky D. I really do. First time betting in NHL. Nice. Well, now I'm gonna cheer extra hard for the Oilers because you have money on it. Let's go Oilers. Already was cheering for them, but now it's really like, oh my gosh, and Edmonton almost got another one because Markstrom just gave it like right to Edmonton. Markstrom just went, hey guys, here's the puck. Here's the puck on a silver platter. That's what Markstrom just did. I just spit on myself. I'm getting too excited over this. Woo! Damn, this is a good game.
Are all about special moments, and as you mentioned, there's 2 quick goals. And Evander Kane came to Edmonton for this reason. Why not? Get an opportunity to play with 97 or 29 and hear it out with both of them. He's seen back-to-back beauty plays.
Kane getting his 2nd goal of the game, assisted by McDavid and Draisaitl.
22 in the playoffs. The fastest to 20 points.
That was Kane's 9th goal of the playoffs. It's pretty good.
Off the glass and kept it to the right by Lewis. Traffic and flow. Jeets jostling with Tyson Berry. Now after it.
Whoa. Oh, we just punched him in the face. Jeez Louise.
Jeets got the better of that collision with a mismatch size-wise. Portugal goes right back at him.
And there's a better shift for this 4th line for the Calgary Flames. Offensive zone time. Last time out, they took a penalty against the McDavid line. Now you give your team on the road, needing a little bit of a spark, a chance to maybe get something going the other way.
Let's go Oilers.
Now moving in is Dubé. Here's Dubé trying to get.
Yes, Canadian. Northern Ontario gang. The part of Ontario nobody knows about. Nobody talks about it. I just sound like a weird like chipmunk. I wish NBA was. I wish NBA was this violent. Yeah, right?
As we approach the midway mark of this 2nd period.
Makes it exciting.
Gaudreau working his way in neatly. Dropping Lindholm shot block.
Everyone just beating the shit out of each other. Punching each other in the face. Ooh. Hockey, where assault is legal? What the F just happened? What, everyone's fighting. It looked like it was a goal, but I don't know. People are getting punched in the face. Helmets are like all crooked.
First stop was good. The rebound off Kachuk. A brilliant piece of work.
Kane's talking to the ref. What even happened?
First shot, great save on the doorstep. Kachuk
Wow.
tries to get it up and over Smith.
That was really close. Kachuk was very close to almost getting a goal for the Flames, but was unable to. Damn. That's it. I'm done with with NBA. NHL is more exciting. NHL is extremely exciting because it's really fast paced, especially the playoffs. It's very, very fast paced, and these two teams have been like fist fighting every single game, multiple times of the game. This one dude had his nose bleeding because he got decked right in the face. This dude gave him a big old uppercut. Man just went boom right to his face, and he was like, "Oh my god, it's bleeding." It was great. I mean, not great for him, but like great to watch, you know? American, nice. We're from in America, if you don't mind me asking. Like the state. You don't have to answer, by the way. I'm just asking. I'm from Ontario. We're chilling. Ontario, Canada. Oh my gosh, are we coming back already? I'm trying to get the audio played, but before the audio even started, it started to come back again. California? I wish. I would love to visit California someday. People who are from LA are like, oh, this is not that great of a place. But then people who aren't from LA apparently are always just like, oh, I would love to go out to LA. Like, I really would love to go to LA. But people who are from LA usually say, don't come to LA. Like, in that area.
He gets in all alone, makes the first
Sand, like, yeah. I heard, because it's so expensive. It's so expensive to live there. No duh. Like, it's not sustainable. Don't come here. Yeah. See? Yeah, when minimum wage isn't enough to even have like a 1-bedroom apartment, that's an issue. That's an issue. And then they're like, let's increase minimum wage, and then they increase everything else. So makes no difference.
A power play opportunity to cut into this lead.
Yeah, needless penalty here. He's going to argue.
Living in LA is like expensive. 3.5K just to rent an apartment? Are you kidding me? That's insanely expensive. Penalty on Kane for tripping. Although Kane got 2 goals in this game, so we can allow him a penalty. You got 2 goals, you're allowed to have a penalty. Okay? Like, 2 bed, 1 bath.
And you know, now you got a second unit, but
yeah, then gas is like
he's been pretty effective getting a big shot
hella expensive.
And might be better just to keep it simple and try to get down here early on.
Michael Stone helped create a goal in game 2. He had 11 shot attempts in that game.
Hopefully Edmonton can hold off Calgary for this power play. 9 minutes left in the second period. Next intermission, we need $7 a gallon. Yeah, that's insane.
Johnny Gaudreau standing up. He wants to get on there, but nobody's making the early change. I think he thought maybe one would jump out to give him a chance to get out there.
You would think, too, 40 seconds in, that second group would try and get off. They're still there. Back one centering pass, intercepted. And away goes McLeod. He's got Hyman with him. And the pass across for Hyman glanced off the skate to Hamilton.
Power play for Calgary, but they're in their own zone. Kind of sucks. With 50 seconds left in the power play.
Now out comes Lindholm, Kachuk, Gaudreau, and Toffoli. Hanifin kicks it back. Gaudreau Able to work it to Lindholm.
$7 a
Calgary's
gallon.
able to go chips and chases.
Expensive.
Taken to the boards by CC. It comes around for Gaudreau. And across. Anderson right on. Rebound. Lindholm unable to get that. And Edmonton plays it out. Under 20 seconds remaining in the power play. Anderson quickly back in. That's off the stick of CC. And Edmonton clears. So Kane getting set to return. One last rush here for Calgary at the man advantage. Anderson in. Kane back out. Gaudreau. Kachuk in front.
Oh!
That was Ritchie in the slot. And away goes McDavid. And catching up is Kane again. Evander Kane.
Kane scores again! Hat trick! Let's go! Let's go! Fucking go! 4-0! Chucky D, I think you're doing good with your bet. Chucky D, you bet right. Damn! Kane getting the hat trick. Woo! 4-0! Kane with 3. Yeah! Woo! Edmonton getting the 4. 4-0. It is now 4-0 Edmonton. Nuts. If you see me get really excited, that is an Oilers scoring. If you see me get really excited, you know the Oilers scored. Yes. Oh, for NHL, there's 3 periods in a game. There's 3 20-minute periods, and then there's 2 20-minute intermissions. And then in the playoffs, if it goes to overtime, it's another 20-minute period. And then they just keep doing 20-minute periods until somebody wins in overtime for the playoffs. But for regular season, it's different. This is sick. Yeah, Chucky D, for your first time betting, you're doing great. Nice.
The Calgary Flames on their kill tried their best to make it a 2-goal game.
Also, Chucky D, where I live right now, it is equivalent to $9 a gallon. It is equivalent to $9 a gallon here where I am for gas. Always pick home team advantage. Usually.
10 goals in 10 games.
Nice. 7 minutes left in the second period. It is 4-0 Oilers. And Kane on Oilers got the hat trick.
Sutter said after game 1 with Connor McDavid getting a 4-point night that
Chucky's like, woo woo.
we continue to let him get 4 points, it's going to be a good night.
Hello everybody, welcome. Smash that thumbs up button. This is an exciting game.
Down to 2 in game 2, and it's been the top guys again that have given Daryl Sutter and his
I'm enjoying the game because the Oilers are winning.
The individual skill, especially
Woo!
power play.
I forgot I had tea until I turned to go get a drink of water. I have to pee so bad. I'm gonna wait till the commercial break though.
What's got to concern him is his goaltender's probably had his better.
I don't want to leave the game.
But you go back, the game can turn so quickly. A 3-0 game could have been 3-1, but a power play chance, and Mike Smith just did what he's been able to do. Johnny Gaudreau,
But Edmonton cannot let their guard down. Just because you have a 4-scoring lead in the game.
Shuts the door, and then an errant pass, a block shot, a turnover.
Doesn't mean you're safe. So the Oilers still need to be vigilant. Did I use that word right? Who knows? I use random words that I hear and I don't know what they mean. But Edmonton still needs to be vigilant. If I'm using that word right. Because if they start to relax, because they're like, oh, I got a 4-goal lead, that's when shit goes down. That's when shit goes downhill, when you relax. Still keep on them.
After the long break to clear the hats, Calgary trying to regroup here and find their way back into it.
Woo! Kane got the goal, assisted by Draisaitl and McDavid.
Shooting out. Foul by Smith. Rubik battles in the corner. Trying to come up with that puck again. It's Yarncrook along the boards. Working against the cloud. Bouchard on it.
Oh, man's got folded. What the?
Nailed by Dubé, but Ryan McLeod down the ice. Into Calgary territory. Vogel with the move. And now it's Yamamoto giving it back to Vogel.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh, looks like Edmonton's gonna get another one. They're like right on them.
The Oilers and Tyson Berry's gonna advance. He pirouettes away and fires that.
Oh my gosh. There's so much happening. No more goals though, but woo! This is exciting, guys. Okay, it is currently a commercial break, so I'm just gonna put on some music. I just cannot play the commercials, so everybody, I feel like when I'm pushing the up and down arrows, I'm like a DJ, you know, like pushing everything. I'm not. This is not NFX. Okay, I'll be right back. I am so warm.
Sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into the place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be a change. I need today, I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope.
Watching the Stanley Cup playoffs for Dean Coates and
The song name was As You Fade Away by Neffex. Neffex.
With Richie there for the Flames. Gets it back from Cassian. And Trevor Lewis will help lead the Flames out. Michael Stone's pass for Lucic. Slides down in behind the net. And Mike Smith plays it up off the boards. Over goes McLeod. Cassian off his skate. Little to control that. He'll step into Zadorov. McLeod after it as well. And now Lucic plays it to Stone. Flames still with him. Chris Tanev, who misses his fourth.
Less than 5 minutes to go
Injured late in the Dallas series.
In the second period.
McLeod. Draisaitl working on a 4-point lead. And there's Kane after it. Up against Kachuk.
Oh, yeah.
Rasmus Anderson takes over. Here's Gaudreau. Slides past Kane, lost it. McDavid back in.
McDavid with his spins. I just spit all over myself again.
Now down low for Kane. Watched there by Hannafin. Rasmus Anderson's got it. Gaudreau
I just really look like I'm drinking.
The Flames able to keep it alive, and Gaudreau's got it again to Hannafin, red line and in. 4 minutes remaining here in a huge 4-goal second period for the Oilers. Here comes Draisaitl. Hurling back against Branson, lost it. And it's played out to center. Lead feed, and Hyman's back in. Hyman plays that.
Whoa.
Markstrom on the side of the cage. Worked ahead by Martin.
Oh, whoopsies.
Across it goes to
Two Edmonton guys just like ran right into each other.
there defensively, picked off by Shillington. Played in front to Duncan Keith. Headbands it to Hyman. With Pugliarvi over the line. Hyman shot and a glove stop by Markstrom.
Markstrom stopping it.
Here, intimate conversations with gold medalist Natalie Spooner and Marie-Philippe Poulin. Find them on the Players Own Voice podcast on CBC Listen or wherever you get your podcasts.
An interesting night for Jacob Markstrom. We've shown probably 4 or 5 great saves that were able to settle things into the first period, a scoreless period, and just.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster Sports Entertainment. How's everyone doing? Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't already.
This second period especially has been filled with them, and they've ended up in the back of the net.
21 stops in the opening period. But the Oilers have beaten them 4 times on 12 shots here in the second. All of them of the grade A variety.
Well, it's not like even a shot through.
Going around, nice.
Point blank, fast moving plays right at the net. One of the hardest things is those little cross crease passes, and we have 3 of those in a row.
Calgary regaining control of the puck.
Range blast off the blocker of Smith.
Under 3 minutes left in the second period. Calgary struggling like a lot. Wow.
Lucic keeps it in the Edmonton zone. Fourth line is scored for Calgary in each of the first 2.
Yikes.
Trying to stoke something here in the late stages of the second. Away goes Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. 2-on-1.
Handoff. Oh.
Partially broken up there by Hannafin. On the return feed, Pugliarvi called for it. Draw the backhand.
Woo.
And a glove stop there by Markstrom.
Markstrom able to stop the puck.
Evan Bouchard. Pugliarvi. And now up with it. Calgary and a right wing pass for Ritchie. Keith and down the ice. Ritchie centers and Ritchie had it. Jump his stick.
Edmonton getting it back. He's zooming.
Here's McDavid back out with Draisaitl.
McDavid and Draisaitl.
Look at this.
What a team.
Intercepted by Shillington. When McDavid nearly had another highlight assist.
You got to be going to the bench, talking to yourself first, trying to play each and every different way, trying to be a little bit more aggressive with the stick.
Everybody's pushing each other up against the boards.
Next level stuff. Final minute, second period. Here's a pass back to the line. And the shot.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh, it was wide open. That was wide open for Calgary to get it, but they were not there, so sucky.
You see, he caught that one late and saw it at the last second, had to reach far down to make the save. And
Edmonton trying to run down the clock a bit with 30 seconds left in the second period.
Rasmus Anderson Intercepted by Yamamoto. Picked up now by Fogel. In behind for McLeod. And a Bouchard shot.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
stop for Markstrom.
All the
Markstrom
stars have
stopping
come
it
out to
nice.
play and given the Edmonton Oilers the 4-0 lead. Here's just another example. Quick stop up. You go to
4-0.
with the stick and between the legs and back out the other side. Good job in front by Shillington.
But
Now,
after-
here's the late reaction a little bit by Smith, able to get down. Good clear.
But as I
down
said,
in front of the
Edmonton
CC's
cannot
able to
relax.
Knock it out, but
They
Smith,
cannot chill out
with his
because
best
the
period
moment that they're like,
of this
oh, we're
game.
4 ahead, we can kind of like chill out a little bit. That's when it would go to hell, and Calgary can come back. So
Calgary, 4 goals, 8 points. Bouchard ripped it wide. Blake Coleman now with
hopefully
a dozen seconds to go. Bank pass,
Edmonton can keep this up going into the third.
Plays it along the boards. Bouncing puck will come out.
And that is the end of the second period.
And a huge
Woo.
second period for the home side. Sparked by a hat trick.
All right. It is now time for the second intermission of this game. It will be a 20-minute intermission. And then we're going to go on to the final period of the game. So the score at the end of the second is 4-0 Oilers. Oilers are winning 4-0. That's nuts. So hopefully they keep it up. Where's my mouse? There it is. I couldn't find my cursor. Clean versions of songs. Pfft, what clean versions? I already played that song like twice, so next song. Every year, school never to be. Preston. How you doing, Preston? Preston said every year, hundreds of kids are shipped off to mime school, never to be heard from again. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna get myself some cake. I'll be back. I want some cake. I'm just tripped. Getting myself cake.
I love the chase and the fun. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm running. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble. Now wake up. It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror and he is no friend to me. It's not working out, baby. It's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything.
The reason I decided to come here, you know,
Kane's talking.
He's been a special player in this league for a long time. He's gotten better since I've gotten here, and you know, you've seen him how great he's been in the playoffs, and obviously tonight being in on all 4 goals. Special player. But you know what I didn't realize until I got here was his work ethic and his determination, his competitiveness. It's second to none, and that's why he's so good.
And we're seeing it all tonight. Thanks for your time, Evander.
Thank you.
And honestly, Scott, the harder, and thank you, Evander, the harder McDavid works, the easier our job gets, although it seems like we're doing the same thing, intermission after intermission. We'll come to Connor in just a second. Let's go to Evander.
You know, one of the things, there were a lot of good comments there in that interview about how hard McDavid works and the things he's learned about
I
him.
got some
Another
Black
thing
Forest
that
cake.
A lot of coaches talk about for great players is they get excited when their teammates score. And you could see in a couple of these, and a lot of them look the same, just puts it in a place where Kane can make a play, and Kane's basically in alone on goal. I mean, the 3 goals, what was that, a combined 10 feet? A natural hat trick in 6 minutes.
I hope when I
A
never
lot
be
of great
choked to death
players
with
will
gummy
tell
bears.
you that the key
Gummy
to playing
bears.
with them is just go to the net and be
Gummy
ready
bears,
for a
they'll say I
pass.
was killed by
Sidney
bears.
Crosby's winger, go to the net and be
Nice.
ready for a
Quick reminder
pass.
that May for
Evander Kane,
second
go
is
to the
for
net
that
and be ready for a pass.
Procrastination
and finish.
Awareness
He did
Day.
all that.
But Kane can skate with Connor.
Yes.
A lot of guys won't be able to keep up with him on that 2-on-1, so you got to give him that. Not everyone could do what he does.
It's a good reminder
And
to
you know,
have.
I mean, everyone realizes when McDavid is on the ice, every second
I procrastinate
he
all
creates
the time,
dangerous
so.
opportunities for the Oilers.
Literally
so
all
the
the time.
challenge for Calgary is
Started
how
a new
do
political
we
party called the
somehow
Scissors
slow
Party,
him
even
down?
told
And
not to let you
they're
run.
making the decision to have other guys jump in or to overcompensate for how exceptional he's been. So if you look at this rush, Shillington does the shoulder check on the entry. He sees McDavid there on the blue line. He makes the decision at that point that he's got to cover Connor McDavid. I mean, Draisaitl makes the
Grab
read,
his
beautiful
dick and
dish
twist
across
it.
to Kane, but that's a defensive decision because you have to be aware when McDavid is on the ice. So you're looking here, this one, again, they're coming down, he's got the puck, and then again, just a beautiful feed, and I mean, Kane's got the finish right now, the offensive touch, the size, the speed to make it. So, beautiful dangle and dazzling move by McDavid, but on this one, both Hannafin and Anderson end up being drawn to McDavid on that post to make the read in the opening. Connor on this one drives to the net, the look across here, and so for them, they're just making that decision when they enter the zone. They've got to cover this guy. He one-on-one, he's beating everybody, so other Flames are trying to jump in. It's creating these openings that Edmonton's making the read on.
You know, watching all those highlights there, suddenly the absence of Chris Tanev looms very large in this series. And Calgary's a team this year was deep. They a lot of great players, and they beat you in a lot of different ways. But I wonder if there's less confusion and more calm if Tanev is in the lineup. Now, we don't know what his situation is, but I just look at that and I see how many of those things would look a lot better if Chris Tanev was on the ice.
Let's call a spade a spade. That's a horrendous D coverage. Horrendous. They're great offensive
Oh my
players,
God, I
but
love
that is
cake.
horrendous D coverage off the rush.
You think it's better if Tanev's playing?
100%. That's what
So
he's known
good.
for. But still, those guys have to be better off the rush. They can't give those gift wrap goals to the
But the
Oilers.
problem is, if they don't, McDavid's wide open.
I'm just gonna do
and
this
they
will
still
literally be
play.
2 minutes long if the gang went to the mask
Let me
store.
mention your name.
Yeah.
Jennifer, you love this. Sophie Helfenstein from
Who
Ajax,
bought this
Ontario,
mask?
is a
This
goalie for the
person,
Durham
okay.
West Lightning. They won the
Done
ESO
deal.
Cup today. You know, that's the U18 Women's National Championship. They beat Fraser Valley Rush. Great game.
You're
but
not
she
wrong,
made
Preston.
27 saves.
Chucky
Fantastic
D, am I
performance.
rich yet? I mean, it's
Congratulations to Durham.
4-0.
And that brings us to Mike Smith, another great goal.
Yeah.
So,
well, Mike
Oilers
Smith,
are winning,
David Amber
so-
and Kelly Reed did an interview with Ken Holm before,
Maybe.
and he said, like, what was your decision to bring in Mike Smith and Duncan Keith? And he said, well,
They both
One more
won.
20-minute period
and
to go.
obviously Duncan Keith has won the Stanley Cup, so Mike Smith was on the 2014 Sochi Olympic team, obviously won a gold medal, and he's won at the World Championships, but he's playing well, but they know that he has a short temper, so they're obviously bumping him. Kachuk's been all over him, and sometimes he'll sell some of these because he wants the referee to know that there is contact. But it's no surprise they're going at him. But
I heard you coming, but my heart still skipped a beat.
He saves his own bacon, like Hunter Ryan likes to say, right? Giving that rebound right to Kachuk and then snagging it with his glove. And he's given them a chance to get themselves going. They obviously outshot Calgary in the first period by a lot, but there were some good chances going the other way, and some of these shots like this in the slot,
Let's
he's
go
saving
Oilers,
those right
agree.
now. And then this play right here, this is at the end of the power play. If he stops that puck and freezes it, McDavid is off the ice. He would have changed.
I need to chill.
But because he keeps it going, they're able to take advantage of that terrible Calgary rush coverage and score a big goal. Watch this. One hand picks it out of the air. Breakout pass, tape to tape. Gaudreau's just going to be like, what am I going to do? I'm going to change.
I'm
So,
not
some
fully
goalies
swallowing the
sometimes
cake
look small in
before
that.
I take another
Mike
bite.
Smith tonight looks big in that.
I'm just trying to shove it all in my face.
Hey, David and Kelly, as I throw to you, Gump Worsley, I mentioned in 69 won the Cup at the age of 39, 11 months. Johnny Bauer was 42 and 67, but he was not the starter. It was Harry Tucker. However, Bauer's name went on the Cup that year as an old goalie, Kelly. To you.
Y'all just watched
we knew
a
there
death
might
on
be a little
camera.
bit of a home ice advantage. It's been incredibly loud in here, but how do you explain what we're seeing right now?
Well, the Oilers are just using their speed. Like, it's not even close. It's 4-0.
It went down the wrong hole.
I have to say, the top line of the Flames has to get going. They've been really quiet.
There's a new Scooby-Doo movie coming
They've
out.
only had 2 good shifts.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. What about Zach Hyman?
Okay, the guy that
Return to
nobody's
Spooky
really talking
Island?
about for the Oilers, like, it's easy to talk
Maybe the
about
animation
Kane
will actually be
and
good this time.
Draisaitl and all these other guys, McDavid, but Zach
such
Hyman,
bad
he has
animation.
4 goals in this series. You know, he has 6 goals in the playoffs after a 27-goal regular season. So this is a forgotten guy and the quiet guy, and maybe that's the way he likes it. Here's a game-winning goal from Game 2. I mean, this guy just creates something.
Oh, I'm trying to get
every
the chocolate
single
out
game.
first.
He's going to score the first goal of the game tonight. He has 10 shots in the last 5 periods. That's how well he's been playing. He's just been dynamite for Edmonton.
And Mike Smith, 78 straight minutes without allowing a goal. The Oilers, in fact, Ron, have scored the last 8 goals in this series. It's been an incredible turnaround in this Battle of Alberta.
It has, David. There's 11 players in the playoffs with 6 or more. Edmonton has 4 of them.
Pardon me. Is Oilers helping me make free money? Frickin' rights they are, Chucky D. The cake was moist, but like, as I said, I ate it way too fast. As I always do. I always eat too fast. As soon as I turn on the music, the commercial, like the people dancing in the commercial is like the exact, like, timing. Scooby-Doo is a good show. Rick Astley will let you borrow any DVD from his Disney Pixar collection, except one. Preston, that is hilarious. That's really good, Preston. It took me a second, but I got it. Preston, I was so confused for a second there. So the joke is, Rick Astley will let you borrow any DVD from his Disney Pixar collection, except one. It's because of Never Gonna Give You Up. Never Gonna Give You, and then Up is the name of a Disney Pixar movie. Imagine if it was something different. Imagine if it was like something totally different, but I just thought it was that. No, but that's really good. Honestly, Up is an amazing movie. You know, if I ever feel like having a breakdown, It's a good movie to watch, especially that like 5-minute montage of him and his wife. Need to have a breakdown? Perfect. Get the waterworks flowing. I still have tea in my lungs. I feel it. I'm supposed to drink it down my esophagus, not inhale it into my lungs. Into my esophagus. Yeah, technically. Into my stomach, but it goes down my esophagus. That movie will make you cry. Yeah. Commercial break still. Bit of music until the game comes back on. They're showing like NBA stuff right now. I mean, yeah, NBA stuff. And WNBA stuff.
Clothing provided by Jack Victor.
Jack Victor, chill.
Florida trying to eliminate.
Up. It's showing the games that are on tomorrow. There we go.
Chris Craig and Scott on Hockey Night in Canada next.
Oh, we're going right back to commercial? Okay. They literally just came back to just show everybody. Okay. Intermission still. Sorry, Mom. This side. Game will be back on shortly. Intermission currently. And commercials, so I cannot play the commercials. I really hope Oilers can bring that energy that they had in the second into the third. Water down my drinks with brake fluid to make sure I can stop whenever I want. Preston.
For the Oilers, 3 of Kane's 4 shots from the slot have been tap-ins. 3 shots total from McDavid, 2 from close in, but again he's been unworldly. And Draisaitl with 3 shots all from the outside, but still he has 4 points tonight. So a total of 3 goals, 7 assists on 11 shots by the line, and that has prompted a goaltending change. Dan Vladar has the Calgary net now. Chris.
So his first appearance of the series one other playoff appearance in a
Game is back on.
Boston against Tampa back in the 2020 playoffs. And I know you were speculating as the second period wore on, and that wouldn't be the right approach for Daryl Sutter with Jacob Markstrom resetting for game 4. Chance here.
Calgary right in it.
The puck deflects out of play.
Yeah, it's less of a damaging play for Markstrom. It's more to give him just a little mental reset. I think a veteran goaltender, you got a team that, as you saw, Scott showed the stats before against the.
I asked Tom Hanks for his autograph, but all he wrote was thanks. That's funny. Because he wrote T. Hanks, but it spells thanks. That's funny.
Last now 4 starts, he's allowed 20 goals, and so give him a little reset, sends a message to your team, and hope that
The shots on goal are 19 by Calgary and 34 by Edmonton.
Sat on a loss for a day. Lots of hockey left here, though. You're looking for a little bit of a spark if you're Calgary. You're looking to just chip away.
Agree with him. Lots of hockey to play.
Try to get something positive happening to give you some life and energy.
Oilers up with it in their own zone, but taken off the stick of Tyson Berry. Here's Toffoli trying to center it. A jam play there by.
I have a feeling Calgary's going to get a goal. They've been right up on the Edmonton goal area.
Evander Kane not only has a hat trick, but 8 hits as well. Vogel trying to get away, and that's there by Stone. And Dubé with an outlet. Zaborov going to turn back, and Calgary's going to make a change. The Oilers making a change as well, as McDavid, Kane, and Draisaitl check back in. Top lines are out. Matthew Tkachuk with 3 shots for Calgary so far. That's sent right to the net. Johnny Gaudreau's going to try and steer it on goal. Blocked by Ceci. Took a bite out of him. Calgary's got a recalculated center.
Yeah, left hand for Ceci. He looks in quite a bit of pain. He's frustrated going to the bench.
And Vladar makes his first stop off.
Don't jinx it.
Guy on the ice.
I wanted to marry my English teacher when she got out of jail, but apparently
so much. You're used to
you can't
getting hit even on the skates. It obviously hurts, but so often
that's
you
funny,
have the cheaters
Preston.
there, but right on the knuckle. And
don't jinx
it.
it.
The most difficult thing is you're gripping your stick so hard on that top hand. And
Chucky D. Edmonton is doing amazing though with keeping Calgary right off.
And he's still in an awful lot of pain. He just a few words, but he feels like it's broke.
We'll have to monitor that. That would be a significant.
Lucic on Calgary with the puck right now.
Chris Tanev for Calgary, who has skated in the last few days.
Edmonton regaining control.
Some speculation that he's close. Here's Zach Cassian deflecting it in. Vladar out of the net. 24-year-old Calgary back up.
I mean, Chucky, Edmonton has done a good job with keeping on Calgary and getting them goals. So hopefully it continues.
That shot change direction, and Smith had to be sharp on that. Centering play. Smith down.
Oh, there's a scrimmage in front of the net. Nobody knows what's going on. Where's the puck? Oh my gosh. Edmonton's able to get it away. The net was wide open with the puck just sitting right in front of it. Just need to be tapped in. Just tap it in. But then Edmonton comes along and says, F you. No.
Nugent Hopkins touches it, and a penalty pending against Edmonton.
Penalty pending against Edmonton.
Twice thought he had it, and maybe
Edmonton's been good with keeping Calgary off the net on the power plays.
The face-off. A good job of deflection that goes off the pad. Now it's just a mad dash in front of the net. There's another tight in play now. Right there, Smith thinks he has it, thinks it's under his pads. Doesn't realize the play's out the other side. Yeah, you got a combination there. On the doorstep of making a couple of saves. There's your cross-check at the end of it all as Kulak's battling hard.
Oh yeah, cross-check. Kulak. Get a penalty for cross-checking on Edmonton. Calgary getting a 2-minute power play with 17 minutes left in
So
the
the
third.
third power play of the night for Calgary. And a face-off win, Anderson.
Third power play of the night for Calgary.
For Lindholm. The throw up high, watched by McLeod. Quick wide to Foley. Smith got a piece of that. Back to Anderson. He's forced out.
That's a place for Toffoli, right in his wheelhouse there. Good save.
Now a dangerous play here as Kachuk's in.
Oh!
Turned aside. And what looked like a three.
Damn, nice save! Edmonton! Keep playing like this, please.
Shot by Toffoli from the right side. Blocker save on that. And a nice power move going to the net by Kachuk. And an excellent reaction by Mike Smith.
Now the drill check following up is
Keep him away for one more minute of this power play.
delays the entry, breaks that up, and now it does bounce into Toffoli. Smith unable to knock that down behind the net. The chance for Keith. Can't clear. Kicked in by Kachuk, and his pass pulls Calgary's power play out. Gaudreau's back in. Drops for Anderson.
Keep him away.
Around it goes behind the net. Off the skate to Gaudreau. Anderson chasing after it again with 40 seconds of power play time left. Stone across. Smith.
Oh!
Short side stop. Matthew Kachuk.
30 seconds left on the power play.
Drawing the cheers of the fans here at Rogers Place. Backward to Dubé. Dylan Dubé in.
Oh! Calgary is missing so many shots.
Side of the cage, Bouchard knocked it away.
This game is not looking good for Calgary.
Away he goes 2-on-2 with McLeod. Yeah, but what do we
Getting a breakaway! Oh! The power play is now over for Calgary. Calgary has had 6 minutes of power play time in this game and has gotten 0 goals so far yet still.
Looks on the brakes, lost an edge. McDavid tries to follow up. There's that top line against the fourth line for Calgary again. And it's Kane coming up with it.
Woo!
Lucic gets it.
I hope Kane gets another one.
Well, the RBO, he takes a run at Gabranson. Kane follows up.
Cece
Swings it to the
or
inside.
Ketchy
Come all the way back out to center.
going back to the locker room to be evaluated.
Bouchard for Pugliarvi.
Might be injured possibly on Edmonton. CECE on Edmonton, hopefully. He was having a little bit of troubles earlier, so.
Back to the line for Keith. In behind the net where Pugliarvi gets it to Nugent Hopkins. Taking off the checking and Zadorov lost it. Pugliarvi trying to get it back. And Zadorov hitmans it for Toffoli. Dubé chasing after it. Toffoli follows up. Here's Dylan Dubé behind the net. Yarncroke trying to make himself available. Hanifin looking for Yarncroke. That goes off Keith.
On Edmonton's side, Calgary trying very hard to get a goal but unable to. Nice stop by Smith.
4-goal lead and an early power play for the Flames to try to get themselves back in it. They got plenty of good looks. Hard shot by Toffoli. Great blocker.
Nice. Commercial break. So game audio will resume once the commercial break is over. Commercial break. I live just a stone's throw away from a family that all died of mysterious head injuries. Commercial break. Once again. This song is also by Nefx, and it's called No Filter. I love electric guitars and drums. Give it to me always. Game will be coming back on in a second. They're just showing a little bit of a compilation montage type thing. Game's back on.
Shot 6-1 in the third for Calgary. Mangiapane moving in behind the net. Getting trapped there by Bouchard, and the puck slides back out. Hyman in pursuit of the puck. And last power play
No!
for
Oh,
Calgary.
wait. Never mind. I'm good. Wait.
Was on for a minute.
Gonna pause for a second, but I'll be right back.
In the absence of Cody Ceci. There's a turnover. It's stolen here by Mangiapane, but the Oilers recover and get it out. Looked in the air for Hyman.
I should still be here. You guys should still be able to
You know, the attention for the Oilers here is realizing how quickly
hear me
things
and
can
see
change.
me,
A
hopefully.
4-goal lead. They came back on Calgary in game 1, and that 3 goals by Kane, as you mentioned, happened in 6
The Hooters
minutes.
restaurant
Things
should start a
change in
home
real
delivery
hurry, and
service called
that's
Knockers.
playoff hockey, so
That's funny.
that penalty kill was an important one, not allowing a spark for the Flames.
The draw ahead, and here's Lindholm on the move. That one knockered away by Smith.
I called boobs knockers the other day, and my friend started laughing at me. He was like, "Who calls them knockers anymore?" I'm like, "Well, I just did." So.
It's been a lot of that, hasn't it? The one and done. No rebounds. They haven't been able to get those
Once
second
covered
and
my
third
scrotum
chances
in
on Mike
glitter,
Smith.
and
He's
the
been
result
able to
was
make those
pretty
saves,
nuts.
but
That's
not
funny.
create
Hey, people do glitter beards.
opportunities off of them.
Why not do
Get
glitter
it
nuts?
outside at
Right?
the Edmonton line.
Download the big.
Well, okay. They always throw in commercials.
Big family farm, now streaming on CBC Gem.
Let's go, Oilers.
Game 4, Tuesday. Here at Rogers Place. And a 7:30 start for game number 4. Cody Ceci's return to the Edmonton bench.
Ceci has returned to the Edmonton bench.
Mike Smith is knocked down by Lucic.
Oh, he got hit hard. His helmet is off. Oh, there's helmets off. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, they're hitting each other. They're like in it. They're on top of each other, fighting, like punching. Gloves are off. Helmets are off. They're on the ground, swearing at each other.
When Calgary was at least bumped into Jordan Billington, this was clear cut without any.
And now you got Zadorov and Cassian.
The goalie's just trying to get up. The goalie's in the middle of it. Dorov freaking punching. You guys, after this is done, after the game is done, I know for a fact there are going to be compilations up. Did Lucic just get thrown out of the game? Did Lucic just get thrown out of the game? He just went back to the locker room. Oh! He fucking nailed Smith. Lucic fucking nailed Smith against the boards and his helmet went flying. I hope he's okay. The ref is trying to, was trying to make sure he was okay because he fucking hit hard.
Helmet came off and he just tried to protect himself knowing that the plow was coming, Chris.
Yep, he was trying to protect himself. Lucic put his glove over his head, trying to protect his head as best as he could. Damn, I think Lucic just got thrown out. Penalty to Zadorov. I think that's how you pronounce that.
This might take some time for Francois Silverado.
There's lots of people in the penalty box right now, but they're trying to figure out they're trying to rewatch it and figure out exactly what happened, who did what, to see what the penalties are. But I think Lucic was thrown out of the game because he just was, right afterwards, the ref was yelling at him, and he walked back.
So it's not a question of not being
Lucic. I said Lucic. Apparently it's Lucic.
He's already playing it here, the little stop up, and he just decided to follow through.
Yo, everyone got into it.
Sidorov, Richie Lewis, Cassian, Kulak, Berry all have been assessed.
Edmonton's coach, once he knew that Smith was okay, was smiling because he knew it was bad.
Trying to decide whether this is a minor infraction or a major infraction.
Trying to figure out whether it's minor or major. To Lucic.
Awaiting that determination.
Because he had no business hitting him that hard. Come on.
And the official's going to take a look at it.
Why are you punching the turtle in the face? Why was that Oilers fan just punching a turtle in the face?
Mike Smith, okay, as he skates it off.
Smith is okay. Smith was talking to the coach, was looked at. So he said blue cheese.
Early 80s when this battle started, you had a lot more collisions like that or in around the crease than you do today. And Mike Smith has been all over the puck.
If at first you don't succeed, skydiving is not for you. Yeah.
In fairness, at least Lucic
I would never go skydiving unless I was like really old and like already on my way out, because then if the parachute doesn't deploy, like
get the call here.
I'm at the end of the road anyways. Oh, here it comes.
After review, Calgary number 17 has been assessed a 5-minute in-game misconduct for charging.
Well, apparently they didn't feel he slowed up enough.
I think you're going to see Koskinen come into the game now for the Edmonton Oilers. You got a 4-0 lead. He's taking the cap off over on the bench. I wouldn't be surprised at all as Jay Woodcroft looking and saying it's too important to have Mike Smith.
5-minute.
Nobody impeding Lucic is the definitive factor. Again.
5 minutes. A 5-minute penalty.
He's getting concussion protocol. So that's the discussion, because it's the referee who's coming over saying you're going to have to go. So it's not Jay Woodcroft trying to protect his goalie. It's concussion protocol that he's got to go sit for 50.
Ah, shit. Smith is out of the game, guys. The goalie, Smith, he's now out of the game, so the other goalie has to come on now. Due to concussion protocol, Smith has to be out of the game now. Although, depending, because there's 11:25 left, and there's usually commercials, there's usually, like, stoppages, like stoppage and all that stuff. So Smith now has to be out for 15 minutes. He has to sit on the sideline. He has to sit out back for 15 minutes because of concussion protocol, because he was hit so hard. So Smith's in the back. Other guy's gonna come on. Smith could possibly come back, but probably not, because there'd be no point of him going on for the last 2 minutes, especially if he's not needed. Right? So, that was a hard hit though. 5 minutes. 5-minute power play for Edmonton. Damn. For charging. 5-minute penalty for charging. Woo. I'm not shocked. That was a rough hit. He hit him hard. You guys gotta watch that later. I looked up and he freaking got nailed against the boards and his helmet went flying off. Damn. That was rough.
Many of them on the special teams when the power play had its chance for the Calgary Flames. Smith able to be at his best.
Sense with Red Wings.
And you got the offensive
I mean, it makes
push on
sense
the
with the
second
Red
period,
Wings.
and then here
Nice,
early in
Preston.
the third, a couple
Preston, you just have like
chances
little things for everything.
Smith recovering now. He's got to go off. So he gets a little bit of a break here. We went to commercial break, and the linesman didn't realize it was going to happen. So now you've got the shovels coming out here. That actually takes time for Smith and goes on his clock to maybe allow him to come back a little bit quicker without missing as much play.
Is now on at number 19 as the goalie for Edmonton. Now that Smith has to be out on concussion protocol.
Making 32 stops in the Wild 9-6 game.
Edmonton's coach is looking like
action tonight.
We got a 5-minute.
You're going to have a 5-minute power play here for the Edmonton Oilers. So, you know, for Jay Woodcroft, okay, you look at historically, do you go with your top guys?
See,
You've already seen in this
to
series,
Lucic.
4-goal lead,
10 minutes for misconduct. Holy shit.
But if you can get one early,
there was a lot of penalties there, but since there were so many penalties against both teams, it was evened out. So,
first playoff game in 10 years in which all 4 goaltenders have been used. Wondering now if Jay Woodcroft, with a power play for an extended period of time, decides that maybe Mike Smith doesn't have to come back tonight.
Yeah, there might not be even a decision.
We'll see how this goes.
Perfect night to
for
this
Edmonton.
Point. You can get 1 or 2 here. I think you just leave Oscar right where he is.
5-minute power play.
So the 8 power play unit is on. Looking to make them pay for the hit.
Having a 5-minute power play for your team, especially with Edmonton at this point, is a great time to try to run the clock down.
And now for Vladar, just hold the fort as best you can. You know that it's
still obviously try to get a goal because then you'd be 5-0. But I mean, it would be a good time to just run the clock down. So they only have 5 minutes to get 4 goals.
Wait for your top guy to get himself ready to get going again.
But the contact by Lucic on Smith, the resumptive play was 9 minutes.
Okay. So it's getting close to the number.
Good time to kill some time.
Bouchard ahead,
for Edmonton.
4 assists. He has 2 primary assists, and so does this guy, 97. Works his way in. Centers in front of the Vladar stop off Zach Hyman.
That was a good read. The timing there for Hyman. He was trying to lay back in the reads and know the time was going to come to just jump into that slot. Just didn't get the shot away he needed to.
97 back in. Draisaitl across. Bouchard works it to Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. And Bouchard let it fly.
5 minutes without advantage is a lot of time.
Nugent Hopkins and now McDavid again. You saw the stat earlier tonight.
Lucic is going to get flamed by the coach in the locker room after this game.
In game number 2, that is a playoff high.
He's going to be like, what the F were you thinking?
This third period.
Doing something like that.
Darnell Nurse back to Keith. And now the Oilers work their way.
Didn't even try to stop.
McLeod over the line for Yamamoto and back. McLeod tapped along the boards by Lindholm. And Blake Coleman.
Lucic looks like a troublemaker, but I'm also biased because he looks like Shane from The Walking Dead.
And here's Lindholm with
and Shane was a troublemaker.
Short-handed.
If you watched The
Double
Walking
clutch
Dead
to the side of the net.
and you liked Shane,
Heath in charge
Come
now,
on.
and a couple minutes gone, and they
there's
missed their
something.
penalty.
Come on.
Assist to the line.
Nobody likes Shane.
Here's Evander Kane in front, looking for Yamamoto, and the Flames clear.
Not much of a threat here on the power play, but already almost 2.5 minutes.
Exactly, not much of a threat on the power play. They're already winning
The
by 4.
secondary of what you're trying to do here to finish off this third if you're an Oiler.
Hyman back in with McDavid. That flipped in the air behind the net. And McDavid's going to get called for a hook on Michael Stone.
Oh, McDavid got a call.
2:24 to go in the
McDavid got a
major.
penalty call for hooking.
Will just about do it for most of the Oiler power play.
Well, there's the reach in right into the hand.
So since it's 2 minutes now,
Daryl Sutter right now gets your
I think it's
top
gonna be
guys
4
out
on
there.
4 now.
Almost 9 minutes left. McDavid 4 on 4.
It's gonna be-
has been dangerous. but
yeah.
now we'll get Johnny
McDavid's
Gaudreau
in the penalty box now
and get Anderson on the back end
with
and try to get
2:24
some
left on
life there
Edmonton
and
power
get
play.
a spark
So now it's going to be
late
4
in
on
this
4
game.
for 2 minutes. And then for the 42 seconds, it's going to go back to Edmonton having on the power play.
The penalty box is the three
Just from the
players penalized
subtraction.
for minors all able to return to active duty.
This is one time where Tkachuk was designated as the 5-minute guy, so he doesn't get to come out here as he's taking the Lucic 5 minutes.
That's surprising?
Yeah, a little bit. I think with 4 on 4 here, we'd like to have him out there. Different on a 2-minute penalty.
They're Hyman in his own zone. Dubé trying to tie him up. Here's Cody Ceci back, and that's big news for Edmonton as he sweeps it across in front. And Vladar will cover up on a weak Darnell Nurse shot.
CC kind of talking to himself there. It's that top hand that he took the slap shot on, so he keeps trying to grip it. See, probably got a little strong tape job there as he tries to hold on.
That's my impression of a drum
As
set.
you get through the game, it'll feel a little worse afterwards once you take that glove off and the swelling really goes. But that's a great sign for the Edmonton defense.
From the face-off, Hyman with control. He spins off, gets the shot on it.
Oh.
Vladar with the save. Does Connor McDavid run these spin clinics?
Yeah, they seem to all be trying it, don't they?
Seen a few.
That's been Hyman down low. He's done a really good job in the last couple of games creating chances down in those little tight areas. Scored a couple of goals in Calgary on that quick little turnaround.
Up for Yamamoto, lost it. There's Gaudreau, and he was unable to thread that through for Lindholm. And Darnell Nurse at the controls. There's Nurse turning back. Under 8 to go here in the third period. Flames have not tested Mikko Koskinen yet. Cody Ceci for Nurse. He'll spin it back. And now Yamamoto gets him pointed in the right direction. With the burst, Barry has jumped up. Yamamoto
Edmonton's doing very well.
Twist away from the
If
cheeky
one Domino's
Michael
pizza
Backman.
shop collapses, would the others then fall in succession?
Here's Tyson Barry in from a name
I mean,
to go up around the ear of Vladar.
it
and
could.
That goes out of play.
Zach Hyman with having some success down low. It's hit 3 games in a row. He's been able to get one in the back of the net from in tight, and there Vladar able to close the 5-hole, a little bit of a back and forth, and reaching for that one, so wasn't able to get the shot up and over the goaltender.
So 6 goals in the playoffs for Hyman.
Timeout by Edmonton Oilers.
Timeout taken by
There's an interesting
Edmonton.
call. Now, are you thinking Smith is coming back right away, or are you just not happy at all with the way your team is playing? My guess is maybe you got the call that Smith was almost ready to come back.
Yeah, Koskinen is now going to the bench, so although we don't see Smith, Koskinen will get an edge work done.
That's an interesting one. You know, I thought really effectively.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Smith coming back.
Otherwise, if I'm Daryl Sutter, I'm going, hey, what's this all about? The timing was there. The timeout gives this moment an
The
opportunity.
timeout gives Smith the ability to come back onto the ice. Smith has done his 15-minute break that he needed to take. He was cleared. Does not have a concussion. So Smith is back on the ice.
21 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4, then a brief Calgary power play.
If I will be honest with you, I probably would have just kept Smith off of the ice
To register a hat trick.
and just kept the other guy on, like give the other guy like a chance to be on goal, you know? It's just like when in football, when you are like, you know, like in football, when it's the fourth quarter and there's like 5 minutes left and you're winning by a lot, put in your second stringers. Or at least put like a second stringer of like your main like top guys, you know, like your quarterback, your running back, your good, really good cornerbacks, like all of them, like there's no need to have them on the ice when you're like on the ice or on the field when you're already so ahead. You don't need to have your first guys on and then risk them getting an injury. Like that's how I see it, but to each their own. I really hope Calgary gets shot out, just as like an FU, you know? Just because I crave violence. I just want
Hyman, and here's Zach Hyman with a shorter check as he works in. With Pugliarvi, and he comes off the board for the puck. Still Zach Hyman.
Oh!
With a stop. What a terrific individual effort.
Edmonton unable to get the 5th goal of the game, but I mean, like, they don't need it, but
Now Gaudreau a hit. Lindholm unable to.
they're looking for a man 6 feet who has stolen 3 pairs of shoes.
Hyman flips it in the air, and that ends
That's
up at
funny.
center. McLeod couldn't get past
A man
Shillington.
6 feet has stolen 3 pairs of shoes. That's
CC
funny.
for McLeod, and now Nurse. Ryan McLeod onto the left side. Kane tried to steer it back towards him. Here comes Calgary on the counter. Dubé shot high. Kept in by Goodbranson. Yarncrook in behind him, and here's Yarncrook across. Shillington scores!
Scores! Calgary getting their first goal of the game.
With 4:51 to go, his first career playoff goal.
Well, there's the spark.
Calgary getting a goal.
Bench. Try to give yourself some life.
Goal, Calgary!
Just unable to clear the zone. An opportunity on the boards there.
69% of you saying you got Oilers in this game. Nice.
Very unable to get his stick in the way at the last second. Quick little release, and Mike Smith having just come back. Look at his positioning there. Unable to get across and get square. Great shot positioning though, right past the ear and into the top corner for Shillington.
I believe that was the first shot by Calgary since Mike Smith was hit by Lucic.
Uh-oh, Chucky D.
So Shillington.
Chucky D, I'm letting you know right now, you have nothing to worry about.
Playoff goal scored by a Calgary defenseman. This year, back in they come.
With how this game is going, you got nothing to worry about.
Tapped in behind the net, Matthew Tkachuk trying to center it with a backhand pass. Oilers able to clear off the stick of Cassian. 4.5 to go to Archibald. Charging into the Calgary zone. Shot blocked there by Hannafin and Archibald. Knocked down and slow to get up.
There's a knee on knee there as Mangiapane got Archibald as he stopped up.
And Archibald has words for Mangiapane as he heads off to the Oiler bench. Here comes Tkachuk over the line. Lindholm wraps it around to the near side. Shillington will step up again, fire across, and that ricocheted on Lindholm in front of the net. Shillington steps up again.
Woo! Yeah, you have nothing to worry about.
It's off the stick. Goodbranson sends it deep. Tkachuk on it again. Gaudreau centers, and that will end up all the way back in the Calgary zone.
You see how quickly the game changes, though, don't you? Just the crowd a little quiet, the pressure in the offense.
Woo, I got a pee.
Push for the Flames, just try to get another
The game is just so exciting. I got pissed.
As time ticks away.
Sorry, I have no way. I'm sorry.
Just fired the length of the ice, and yet the draw went. No, it does
that was
go
almost in my
for icing.
nose.
Almost stopped up before the icing line.
Now you watch here on Archibald, a quick little stop up here, and he's just trying to make the play towards the net, and right there as the left leg gets up.
Yeah,
and
man's
hits his. He had some harsh words, as you mentioned. Thought there should have been a call, didn't get
that. Should have been a call. Should have been a tripping call, but
Vladar's.
like it's definitely possible for Calgary to tie it or to win, but it's not likely. I love hockey.
There are some coaches that will do it.
Chucky, I'm really glad that you do. I do too. No.
They hand it off to Hannafin.
Oh, Tripper, honey. My cat's so precious.
Correct, with a couple of minutes to go. We'll see Toffoli in. They're looking to see if they can get one more here and help stoke the fire. Tyler Toffoli on it. Here's Toffoli, centers in front, the backhand. And not much on that from Trevor Lewis. And Odin comes to center for Pugliardi. Red line and back down the ice. Vladar to hand it off to Hannafin. Calgary advancing, and Vladar stays in. There's Brett Ritchie after it. On it is Yarncrook. Puck goes to Dubé. Dylan Dubé, and now Vladar's gone to the bench. Extra attacker comes on. Stone a shot. And a penalty is coming up after Smith kicked at him.
Yeah, it's Nugent Hopkins with the hook on the read, and Vladar going off there, so a power play with 2:16 to go.
Power play with 2:16 to go. Please play.
Just created so much open ice, and 9 of the first 10 games of the playoffs have been multi-point. That's the first
I almost missed the chair.
for that. And here's the
That would have been funny though. Would I have hurt myself? Yes, but would I have had been really funny? Yeah.
Most importantly, though,
Half of those were not words, but it's okay.
Edmonton Oilers were looking to get a spark, get that first goal. They were able to do it, and then Evander Kane with the natural hat trick, the difference in the second period.
Couple things notable.
You know that those moments where you can't get a breath?
Also the years, yes, the 80s and 92 was that time.
Yeah, he used to have
Power play for Calgary.
Calgary on the power play here with under 2 minutes to go. Trying to give us the finish. But Jack Hyman clears the zone. Nugent Hopkins in the box. Noah Hannafin.
I'm shocked they didn't pull their goalie to have it 6-on-4.
Penalty killing roll. And Smith unable to knock that down. Short pass to Nurse and hit 200 feet. Noah Hannafin. Now kick back for Lindholm and Gaudreau. Elias Lindholm is in.
Nice passing
Anderson
by
Gaudreau,
Calgary.
5. There's Matthew Tkachuk. Good shot. Missed the target.
Smith doesn't even look like he's trying. He's just like,
Tkachuk. Rick wide Gaudreau. Gaudreau thinks and then takes.
Nice.
Rebound. Mike Smith.
Nice stop by Smith.
On their feet. Again, at Rogers Place.
I am letting you know right now, as soon as the buzzer goes off for the end of the game, mayhem is gonna happen. Well, not mayhem, but like, that's kind of an exaggeration. But all of them are gonna be fighting. Gloves are gonna be off, helmets are gonna be off, might be blood after every game. As soon as the buzzer goes off for end of game, they're all gonna fight each other. And I am ready. I'm just saying, they have for the past 2 games now, and they've been very much roughing each other up this game, so. Chucky D, you won. Chucky D, you bet right on this game. Good job, Chucky D. Chucky D has just won some money. They bet on Edmonton winning, so if you bet $1,000, does that mean that you get $2,000? Like, if you bet $1,000, does that mean that in turn you get $2,000? So you have a gain of $1,000, is that right? Waiting on Golden State now. Nice, Chucky. I've never bet before, so I don't know. Fight, 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 fight. Oh my god. Smith just went like this and was like vibrating. He was so happy. Let's fucking go. No, 1K. Oh. So you bet 1K? If I lose, I lose. Oh. So you just won. They never fought at the end of it. At the end of this game, this is the first game between them that they didn't fight at the end. But I think they were just so shamed, they just went straight to the locker room. 10% on whatever you bet when you lose. Oh, okay. And then what if you win, though? Because you just won. Wow, let's go. Wow. Chucky D has won some money because they bet on Edmonton. Congratulations, Chucky D. And congratulations to everybody else. You win 1K. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Sick. Congrats, Chucky D. That's how the house always wins. That was really good. I'm really glad that I chose to watch that game and stream it. I'm just turning everything off. Oh, I should not have done that. Hold on. I gotta turn this back on. Because I just realized when we turn on the TV tomorrow, it's gonna be really, really loud. So I'm putting it back down. I'm putting it down to like 4. There's been many times when I've done that. Thanks. Gotta go watch NBA now. Okay, sounds good, Chucky D. Next time, Chucky D. It was really nice meeting you. Have a good night. Enjoy that 1K. Last time, after I was done streaming a night before, I had it still all the way up to like 25. And that's loud. When you go from silence to 25, that's insane. And we turned it on, like, it vibrated. Like, it felt like the entire building vibrated. I was like, it's like, oops. I didn't need eardrums. It's fine. Anyway, I gotta go clean everything up now. I gotta put everything away, all my streaming stuff away. And I'm gonna finish knitting my top. Because I have the front to the top. Like the ruching front. You guys cannot see because it's black. But I have like the front finished. And now I have the little back panel finished. So now I just have to knit them together and make the straps. I'm gonna go do that. But thank you everybody for joining me. The final score was 4-1 Edmonton. So thank you everybody for joining me. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified whenever I'm live. Thank you everybody, and I hope everyone has a good night, and Molly out.
Until next time, everybody. Next time, boom shakalaka.